Gaming. Who's recapping?
I'm cool with having someone else do it if they want.
Yep, we have 2 players currently here without any inspiration cards.
Right, but they weren't playing, so I don't think.
Yeah,
Do you know what happened last time?
Gonna say I barely have a clue what happened last
Last
time. I was
time
just showing up in
Well, if
case
need
I
be,
was.
I can do it.
Yeah, I didn't keep any notes on that session.
Okay.
Yeah, you do that, Joker, and then you can give someone else the card if you want.
All right. So when last we left off, we had just continued doing our murder mystery train kind of scene. We had found out that I forget his name, but the guy with the
Jenkins.
fancy Jenkins was actually the one pulling the strings behind everything, and had killed the conductor and taken his hands to try and unlock everything. So after soundly defeating not only him, but his weird fleshy monster person that he
And the
With
giant
71
crab.
damage.
Yep, with a critical hit from Pavu.
Pavo, freaking 71 damage. Oh my god. Anyway, continue.
Yep, with a critical hit from Pavu, it was
Mm-hmm.
painted the walls, and which immediately made Jenkins surrender. So Tirth, leaving the Umber
And vomit.
Staff, pretty much. Tirth leaving the Umber Staff next to Jenkins, he just walked out, leaving Pavu to do with what he willed. Unfortunately, Pavu could not find a reason to keep him alive, so he ended up crushing his head like a blackberry.
Severing it, actually.
Oh, severing it, I'm
Just
sorry.
slowly lowering the shield through his neck.
The entire time he's begging for his life. I have children.
But he
No,
didn't.
you don't.
You do not.
He didn't.
And with that, the Umber Staff gained another spell. The Featherfall spell. So now
Was it
there are
Featherfall?
2 spells.
Yeah, it was Featherfall.
Yep, it was Featherfall. Now there are 2 spells in it. Coming back to the base, we
Useful
met
spell.
our...
And you can see them up in the top left.
Yep, that's where I went to go look at them
Yep,
again.
they're right there for you.
Coming back to home base, we found out there had been 3 new companions that had been assigned to us. The first would be a water genasi named Drizzle, who is... I'm not really sure what he does yet, but
He's a druid,
He's a
Alright.
druid.
he's a druid.
I'm a druid.
so he does druidy stuff, mostly casting spells.
Alright.
Ugh.
Second off is
Pretty bad druid if you don't cast spells, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're a moon druid.
Right.
Next up was the was the barbarian Goliath Desiree, who has previous connections to Pavu, and they've been buddy ever since they showed up. The last one was named.
Just wait till you see the team tactics.
I can't.
Oh,
I
yes.
can't pronounce it. A satyr, who looks meek but has
Penelope.
yes.
She wants
Or
called
Penelopia.
For
Penny.
simplicity.
Penny, yes.
Yeah, we'll go with that, Penny.
Yeah,
After
for
all
simplicity's
of-
sake.
After meeting everyone, we all decided to go down to Fantasy Costco and buy our equipment. And that's pretty much where we ended the session.
Alright.
Penelopia from Kentalupia.
And did we get a long rest for doing all that?
Yeah.
God, I would
Yeah.
hope so, considering how long it probably took to make all of our gear and stuff.
Yeah, that would have been at least a few days.
Right. It's been a few weeks since the Rockport Limited Adventure, and the Bureau of Balance is having a festival for the midsummer solstice. The solstice is highlighted in eclipse that happens at high noon every year. During the festival, there is also a giant carnival with games, a dance floor, junk food. Johan is playing music, and more. It very much resembles a state fair, and for this event, normally people wear costumes. So, what costumes are you guys wearing at this festival?
Ooh.
Desiree's going as a polar bear. Very simple.
Very simple.
Polar bear totem barbarian is going as a polar bear. Come on.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of duh there.
It just makes sense.
It makes sense.
Pavu is probably running a booth, and Pavu. He's probably running a booth and showing people how to make stuff out of metal and leather.
Ah, and I didn't say
He's
who.
running a smithing booth.
Who. No, that's nice. It's nice.
Well,
Either way, still need a costume, Pavu. Dressing up as an anvil? The best freaking thing ever.
Yeah,
Or like a hammer.
He's painted his shield to look like an anvil, and he's dressed up in the most dwarven blacksmith guard he can come across in his size.
Mhm.
No, he's probably made it actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean,
He's probably cosplaying. Yeah.
Can't do shit with cloth, but leather and metal, great.
Yeah.
Leather, metal, and wood.
Right. So you're dressed up as a smith, Pavu. Desiree's dressed up as a polar bear. What are Drizzle and Turf wearing?
Could I dress up as Pavu?
What are you gonna do? Steal his clothes while he's asleep and just put those on?
they're not gonna fit.
Heads up, they're not gonna fit. Wait,
It's
your waters, you
not
can
going to change
expand
the fact
yourself
that
to
Pavu's
fit.
going to find it absolutely hilarious, and will absolutely
Allow
loan
that to happen.
Drizzle his armor for the day.
Right. I would have allowed it.
And if I want to, I can just wild shape to also be Nora.
That's
Well,
better.
that works out because
Great.
Nora's totally coming along dressed as a direwolf.
Totally. Or another polar bear. Who freaking knows?
No, Nora's dressed as a direwolf.
Nora's absolutely dressed as a direwolf.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
what Turf would probably be is he probably wouldn't care a whole lot, and seeing everyone else who just begrudgingly try and ramshackle himself to look more like a halfling. So, seeing as how his god is the halfling god of adventure and whatnot. So he would try and make him look himself more like halfling features and whatnot.
Then,
Can I see what I just saw?
Real quick,
just like Lord
I just
Farquaad
had a
in the
pop-up.
Shrek on Stage musical, you are totally doing
Just walking
all
on
of
your
the
knees.
things on your knees.
You're just walking on your
For the
knees.
day.
Anyhow, pause that pop-up.
I had a pop-up. It says, a gift from Zoom. Running out of time, we've removed the 40-minute time limit on your group meeting.
Whoa!
What?
Awesome. We don't have to worry about that for this session.
Sweet.
Well, nifty.
Yeah, swifty. Anyway,
Gotta get
So-
Swifty in here.
Okay. Not complaining.
all right, nice, sweet. So we've got Ford dressed up as a dwarven blacksmith, Desiree dressed up as a polar bear, Drizzle dressed up as Pavu, and then we got Turf dressed up as a halfling, basically Lord Farquaad. Is that
Nora dressed up as a direwolf.
And that's
We
the
don't know about
situation
Penny
we got.
because Unfunny isn't here right now.
Yeah, Unfunny
Bummer.
said they were gonna be late. Anyhow, so you're at a festival. What do you guys want to do? Because
Well,
I got some random stuff you can do, but after that we got some story stuff. But before the story stuff happened, what do you
I
guys want to
think-
do at a festival?
Obviously going to enjoy the festivities and eat a lot.
Turf,
Yeah, there's a food vendor. There's a food tent, and inside this food tent is a woman in a wizard's robe who says, step forward. I am the fried conjurer. I can make anything you like, and put it into your mouth, but I'll fry it first, so. Special, we got a special today. She slides you over a piece of paper, and it says,
Is it fried butter?
Unicorn Double-Barreled Blast.
Okay.
Ooh. Hold on. Oh, my cat wants to be fed.
Do you want to know what that is? You want to know what that is, or do you just want to ask? Well, do you want? What do you want?
I definitely want to know what that is before I decide what I want.
Unicorn Double Barrel Blast? Okay, so we take two, we take a horn, and we take a penis from a unicorn, and we dunk them both into the vat of frying oil.
Okay, that's enough of that. We're gonna go with some real food, thanks.
Real food, it's a delicacy from where I'm from. It's actually
exactly are
very
you
good.
from?
New Elfington. It's built upon the ruins of Old Elfington because no one could figure out why it was called Old Elfington.
Alrighty.
Oh, I got for myself also.
Huh?
All right, what did I miss?
Nothing.
All right.
I just
Unicorn
explained
double
what it-
barrel blast.
Yepper.
Well, where I'm from, we don't eat unicorn parts nor think it's okay.
Oh, and nowadays it's very illegal. I don't know why I offered that. I could get myself in very big trouble. Why did I offer that? Oh, no. You're not gonna knock on me, are you?
Tirith is gonna try and find.
No, not at all.
Slowly back.
Totally meaning she's going to go find someone to stop this nonsense.
She says, "Wait, before you go, I'll give you something for
I'm
free.
gonna be a narc.
I'll give you
Oh.
something for free. What do you
What
want?
is it
to
you're
know?"
going to give me? I want the biggest steak you can possibly conjure.
She says,
Cooked rare, properly seasoned.
"Fried? Because I kind of do frying here. That's my whole shtick. Is frying. You want me to fire it up for you?
Yes, it's got to be deep fried after. Everything needs to be deep fried.
Deep fried after.
And
I
wrapped in
agree.
bacon. And it must be wrapped in bacon.
Wrapped in bacon." She says, "All right, a steak."
A steak wrapped in bacon and deep fried.
All right. She turns around and you see a bunch of lights and glitter and stuff. Kind of like how the genie started to come out in the original Aladdin, sort of just in front of her. And she turns around with this humongous stick. It's about the size of two Pavu's heads.
Whoa.
And
Perfect!
To Pavu's heads.
the size of if you took two of your heads, Pavu, and just set them on top of this stick, it would be about that big. Like the length of your arm. And she's
It's a little small, but it'll do. Just
Isn't
enough
that
for me to
smart?
share
I
some with
almost
Nora
killed
here.
myself. And she throws it. She takes the stick in her hand and plunges it into the vat of oil and
Well, she's still
her head
holding
around.
it.
Has she wrapped it in bacon yet?
yes, she has.
Okay.
And you can actually there as it was going in, a flap of bacon actually came up from it, and you can see that she has rolled up and then stabbed into it some more bacon. And
Good.
she says, "In case it comes off," and she pulls it out, and it's perfect. You taste it? It is the most perfect steak ever that you've ever tasted, and you catch that. And as it's going down your throat, you get slapped in the face with that bacon taste. So good.
And of course, I share part of it with Nora.
Of course. This is,
Yeah,
of course.
Pavu would have told Nora to follow Desiree around for the day.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
make sense for her to sit around with you blacksmithing all day.
Well,
Of
Nora
course.
sure got pissy whenever she was away from Pavu for too long in Neverwinter.
Right, but of course
Yeah,
she does know Desiree.
Right.
She
Right.
totally loves Desiree.
She loves Desiree. Why wouldn't she love Desiree?
Desiree will literally carry her around and cuddle her, even though she's
Yeah.
the size of a horse.
Yeah, she's the size of a horse. We got there are games, there are rides.
Are there
At
any
this
jewelers or vendors that sell jewels of any kind?
Definitely not Pavu.
Not Pavel, but yeah, there's a small.
So,
There's like a three. There are like three tents, one of which Pavu is in. Called
So
like
before-
the DIY corner or whatever.
before leaving the food tent, Desiree grabs the paper to totally take it to someone to let them know about that nonsense.
She says, "Please God, no! I gave you a free steak. What the
She
heck?"
doesn't know that I'm going to do that.
Like a sleight of hand check.
You hear behind her. "Oh, right. I forgot. Sure, go ahead, take that flyer. I don't care." All right. Games, rides. What do you guys want to do now?
I want to look for a game.
Yeah, there's the normal carnival games. Knock down the bottle, throw the ring onto the neck of the bottle, Hammer
Ooh,
strength check.
that's the one.
What's one?
Hammer
What's the one?
strength check.
The
The
bell
one
ringer.
where you hit the hammer on the
And it hits the bell.
with Desiree's strength. Oh, we gonna have some fun.
uh, you see a guy next to it leaning on the hammer, and he says, "Oh, you miss! Come here, step forward. We got it. What's this game called, actually? Because I'm seriously doubt it's called the Hammer Strength, Jace."
Oh wait, can I go after Desiree?
Sure.
You may want to go before her because otherwise there may not be a system left.
Step forward. Whomever is going first, step forward. I'll give you a swing is 5,000 gold pieces.
5,000 gold.
5,000.
Yes, but I'll
5,000.
give you a test. I'll give you a test hit, and you'll owe me if you fail.
That hardly seems like a test.
Kind of is. It's the hammer with the bell thing. That's.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
This man's not going to make much money with those prices.
Whoa.
All right. 19.
And considering her strength,
Right, yeah.
that
It-
bell ain't there anymore.
It
Although that wasn't actually an intentional roll.
it barely hits that bell. It doesn't even hit. Actually, it doesn't even hit the bell. It just stops like one tick under it, and then just falls back down. And you hear the guy go, "Oh, it's so close."
So you mean to tell me that an accidental roll in the first place, I wasn't actually planning to roll it yet? Because you hadn't called for it yet.
I did call for it.
No, you didn't.
I said if you're gonna do it, roll strength.
I didn't roll strength. I rolled athletics.
Oh, did you? Okay, wait.
Yeah,
wait,
and
wait.
I
That
wasn't
would have
even
been a more
trying.
relevant roll than just raw.
Right.
strength.
But I wasn't actually intentionally rolling. I didn't realize it was going to roll yet when I clicked something.
Mhm.
Does it as soon as you do it.
Anyway, so he says, so who's going first? We rewinded time that didn't happen.
Okay. Well, I'm letting him go first.
Does it have to be with the hammer?
Yes, it's kind of implied that it's with the hammer.
Fair enough. Alright. Since my strength isn't so good, I want to try wild shaping into a gorilla first. Just for this, if its strength score is higher than mine.
So you're gonna do that?
Yeah, I'm going to wild shape into a gorilla first.
Once you wild shape into the gorilla and grab the hammer, you hear an alarm go off above the machine, and you hear the guy go, "Uh-oh, cheat alert! We've got a bunch of cheaters here. Stick out your
Aw.
hands!" And he pulls out of his pocket a rubber stamp that says "cheater" on it.
Aw,
He says, "Give me your hands."
I'm going to give him my hand.
I'm not giving him my hand. I haven't done a thing.
I know. I wasn't talking to you.
I'm going to give him my hands. Stamp away, sir.
He pumps the stamp on, and now you got cheater on your hand.
Aw. I'm just going to gorilla walk my way back over to wherever probably was standing.
Funny thing is, whenever he's a gorilla, the armor probably fits him a lot better.
Yeah.
Now that brings up the question: are you making fun of Paul Fu and calling him a gorilla?
No.
Oh,
Desiree's a lot closer to a gorilla than Pavu is. She's the one that has advantage on an athletics check.
Yeah. Continues on. All right, step forward. Who else? Who's going next?
so shall we assume that Penny gave you bardic inspiration?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
Remember, 5,000 gold pieces, but you can swing for free, and you'll just owe me if you fail.
Let's see if this rolls it properly. Let's see. Hold on. Not what I was going for. Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Damn.
Are you serious?
Hell.
What the
bloody F. Doesn't
It's-
matter. Her strength is still 2,000 pounds.
Oh, still
Right,
roll.
but you're not trying to lift the thing up to the bell. You're trying to
Smash a hammer down. I still have 2,000 pounds plus of force. Just
Right.
saying.
Right.
Just a roll.
It stops 2 ticks under the bell and falls back down on the ground, and he says, "Oh, so close! 5,000 gold pieces, please."
Kiss my ass, you cheat your system.
How about this? Let's make a deal here. How about
How
one
about
gold?
I inspect your system and
s-
see what
says-
you've done to it?
He says, "Hey, how about this? 1 gold piece per year for 5,000 years."
How about 0 gold pieces? Because I'm pretty sure your system is rigged.
He says, "Whoa there, easy, tiger." Or, well, bear, I guess. Anyway, easy. He turns it around, and there's 2 springs. There's a spring pushing down on it, and then there's a way smaller spring pushing up on the peg. He says, "See? Nothing wrong."
Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure.
He says, "Anyway."
0 gold pieces, or you can pay me, and I won't let people know that you're cheating at your own system.
1 gold piece a year for 5,000 years, and you got a deal.
No, you can pay me now.
Roll persuasion.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think. Wait.
Yeah, you kind of. This is Dungeons and Dragons, not just say what you want to do and you do it.
Oh, I'm aware of that.
The game.
Let's see, where's skills? Oof, persuasion.
Unless you're trying to intimidate him, then you can do intimidation instead. Either persuasion or
For
intimidation.
intimidating him, can I walk back to Desiree just to like stand near her, still as a gorilla?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Still
totally
got
do
the cheater's stamp on you.
intimidation. But can we do intimidation based on strength?
If you could explain to me how that would work.
Intimidation used to actually be based on strength
Mhm.
rather than charisma, because intimidating somebody, being charismatic
You're
doesn't
flexing.
intimidating someone.
You're flexing, yeah.
Freaking
All right, yeah. Yeah, sure.
basically,
Can I
it's
aid
a
in
show
this?
of power.
Roll it with strength, yeah.
Can I aid in this?
Sure. Why the
Alright.
frick
I'd also
not?
like to change my.
So we're rolling strength, right? Or what are we
You were
rolling?
probably rolling charisma in order to
Charisma?
look like
Oh,
you're.
that's
Oh no,
even
wait.
better for me.
You're gorilla,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, I'm a gorilla still, right?
Yeah. So it's either a
Hold on,
choice.
I'm
Do you
gonna
want to
have
be charismatic and help, or do you want to be strong and help?
I think I'll stay as a gorilla and be strong and help.
All right.
So I'm rolling
All
strength, right?
Give me a second.
Right.
I'll have to actually roll this one individually.
Yeah, Drizzle,
Right.
you roll
See,
first.
Intimidation. So I've got.
Alright, that's a +3 because I'm a gorilla, so that's a 13.
Yeah,
nice.
that does it. That means you got
Okay. +3.
advantage now. I think, right?
Oh,
that's
nice.
how it works. You get advantage if they succeed on the help.
Oh shit, I forgot to do the. Wait, is there like a wild shape function in the thing? In Foundry?
I don't think so. I think you
Okay,
just
well,
take on the
the gorilla has a
there
+3
is
to
something
strength, so it's a
similar.
13.
Let me check here. I
Okay.
remember there being an option somewhere.
Tirth, also, I forgot to mention, you forgot to. I don't think you.
Damn.
I don't think I
and
did
he says, oh,
This is a 21 and a 13.
And keep in mind, I am got my
Well,
hand
actually
nice and
strong.
tight on his shoulder, pushing
He
into
says,
a pressure point at the moment.
Okay.
There we go. Allow polymorphing.
Okay, no gold. You're good. Okay,
No, you need to pay me.
how much? You squeeze a little bit harder. Ow. How much?
I do squeeze a little bit harder.
Yeah,
How about the 5,000 gold that you're taking out of everyone who comes to do this?
How
He
about a
says-
little more?
I think that's a fair amount.
he says,
Why not a
you're the
little
first
more
people to
than
come
he's taking
along. No
from
one has
multiple
ever come
people.
along yet. I don't have that. I don't have it.
How much do you have?
He pulls out.
And I don't suggest you lie, and I squeeze a little harder.
He pulls out a bag and he says, "Here," and he tosses it to I'm guessing Drizzle.
I'll
Since
pick it up with my big gorilla fingers,
you
and I'll open the
you
bag to
open
see
it,
how much is in there.
500. He says, "That's all I got.
500.
That's all I got.
Hmm.
You pat me down. I don't care. That's seriously all I got."
You think 500's good enough?
I guess it'll have to do.
You loosen it, and he's like,
I loosen
Wait.
my grip and
Ugh.
pat his clothes down, and I say,
He-
"Don't cheat people anymore. Fix it
Okay.
so that it works properly."
He says, "Right away," and he goes to the back of the machine, and he turns to you and he says, he wiggles his shoulder a bit, and he says, "You actually fixed my shoulder." he takes off a spring and then replaces it with a normal spring.
Okay, and
And
now
he-
to test this, we're gonna have my friend here take another swing. He'll go ahead and stay as a gorilla, though. He's rather weak normally. I would probably break it with my full strength.
Fine, go ahead.
Ah, dope. And that is a 11 plus 3. It's a 14.
Yep, it hit. It dings the bell, and he says,
Ding.
"You gotta win it." And he opens up a chest, and inside is like an absolutely ginormous teddy bear.
Oh, cool. And I'm gonna do my.
Desiree
tosses
looks
it
at
over to you.
Drizzle. Desiree looks at Drizzle and says, "Maybe you should just give him back the teddy bear. We did get 500 gold
Fair enough.
and fixed it so that people can actually win.
Really
at the
enjoy
game."
it. Yeah.
I'll just toss him back the teddy bear, and I'll do my magical girl transformation back to Drizzle.
Forgot that was a
I
thing.
love that.
He says,
I love the magical girl transformation.
"That was a little flamboyant for something that." Okay. And he
Now
continues.
Pavu's armor is all baggy on him again.
Yeah. All right.
No,
He
if
has
it's,
to, like, keep it-
it's-
Drizzle has to
if it's
keep his
mythical or
hands
adamantine-
spread wide open in order to keep the gauntlets from falling off.
So, as I understand it, if it's mithril or adamantine, it actually counts as magical, so it just sizes to fit you anyway.
Oh yeah. Right.
Oh,
Magical,
cool.
huh? All right.
So
yeah.
technically, I could take my armor off, and it should fit Drizzle if he tried to wear it.
Not that
On a
tiny,
separate
I'm
note,
5'8".
Drizzle, do you have like special makeup on that doesn't wash away with your watery body?
Just a tattoo I have on my chest. That's it.
Yeah, I'm asking it if you put on makeup or something.
Yeah, you don't have like Pavu gray face paint on.
Pavu gray. You don't have
So me and Drizzle are going to split the.
I do have some just normal old makeup on that, like the Pavu gray and the stripes, and I also have like a bald cap on.
And Drizzle and I'll split the gold.
Fair enough. It's
That's like
500, right?
Yeah, so it's
500,
250
so that's 250 each.
Cool.
Mhm.
Because he helped.
Yeah.
At some point, Pavu will wander out of his crafting booth and put a little sign on it that says
Out
"Gone
to
funning"
lunch.
or something of the sort.
Out to lunch. Gone fishing. Gone fishing on the moon.
Gone forging. There we go.
Gone, left
Pavu would
the
look
forging
for-
spot to go forge. Anyway,
So
Pavu left
now
the
add
forging
it
spot
plus-
to go to the
Go to
forge.
forge. Yep, exactly what he did, didn't he?
That makes so much sense.
No, Pavu's going to look for like the ball toss where you throw it at a stack of bottles.
Yeah, that's there. And you hear there's a guy that's behind a counter, and he says, "Come knock over my cans."
Before Pavu gets there, he's going to move his phantom fist over to his right hand.
All right.
Ooh.
He says, "Come knock over these cans." I was up by my master. Oh God. Hi.
How much for a play?
1,000 for 3. Balls.
Jesus Christ.
What the heck, man?
What is with your pricing? You're not gonna get any sales that way.
This isn't because of me. I have a boss too. Everybody answers to somebody. If you think about it, it's only. Hold on. If you think about it, it's only 333 gold piece per ball. Oh God, that is a lot, ain't it? Huh. Lord. Okay, how about this?
I could almost buy a full set of plate mail for that price.
Right. Yes, I understand.
That's way too much for some little plushie.
Right.
Technically, you could make one for less than that.
Yeah, I could literally make one for less than that.
He says.
I can
All right.
make a set of plate armor for 300 gold.
He pulls out a rock that has some magical runes scribbled on it, and he says, give me a second, let me contact my boss, see if we can get you a discount." And he turns around, and you hear him talking to somebody. He turns back around, stuffs the stone back in his pocket, and he says, "All right, here's what I can do for you."
I mean, come on, how much are these plushies for you to buy? Like 2 gold? Maybe for the big ones?
100 gold piece per ball. It is actually 150 per plush, actually.
Those are some expensive ass plushes.
They are really good plushes. You pay for what you get. You get what you pay for, is the saying I meant to say.
Pavu looks back toward Drizzle, who's very visible in the crowd with with the armor.
Yeah.
The massive polar bear.
Yeah, Pavu
So
just
that brings
thinks
up the
to
question.
himself. Yeah,
Oh, right.
and
No,
the
you're wearing
polar
dwarven stuff. Yeah. Never mind.
bear. The armor that Pavu made. Let's see here. How much did that cost to make? A set of mithril splint armor.
I forget what we agreed upon. But if you're gonna try to make
It cost
play
him
it, you can't-
200 gold to make mithril splint armor.
Right, but that is at the discount because of your thing. If you were to buy that, it would be way more. And just remember, you won't be able to have Drizzle play this for you because he has been marked as a cheater.
No, I wasn't going to have Drizzle play it. I was just looking back to the armor and thinking, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he says, "Hey, we all answer to somebody, and I got you a discount."
Pavel will say, "Fine, 1 ball."
So are you handing him the gold piece now, or are you just demanding the ball and then you'll give him it?
I'll go ahead and put the gold pieces onto the counter.
It
It was 100 gold pieces for a ball.
100 for a ball. Yep.
Okay, so
He slides the gold into a till on the counter, and he says, and he picks up a ball about the size of a softball and sets it on the table. And he says, "You gotta knock over all 6 cans. Even if one is left standing, you don't get the prize."
All right. Pavel takes the ball into his right hand with the phantom fist.
He says, "Hold on, wait before you throw. What is, might I ask, that lovely glove you have on there?"
It's a wonderful glove.
Ooh, what does it do?
it's his lucky glove.
15 feet of knockback.
You're not trying to use that to help propel the ball, are you? Because then I would have to mark you as a cheater, and he leans in close. "I really don't want to do that to you, mister."
Well, that's a shame, ain't it? Pavel gives this man the same grin that he gave
He says,
he gave what's his face on the train.
Jenkins.
Yeah. This is the same sadistic grin that he gave Jenkins while his shield was dripping with gore.
He raises his hands and backs up a bit and says, "Fine, whatever. All right, since you're using your Phantom Fist hand, roll with roll strength or dexterity, whichever, with advantage."
Not athletics.
No, I don't think it's athletics. You're not trying to climb a wall. You're trying to throw a ball.
So what Paul was actually doing is he tosses the ball up into the air about 2 feet.
And then punches it like
Yeah,
freaking
that's what he's gonna do.
tennis
He's
serve.
gonna punch the ball.
he like a freaking tennis serve, just throw it up and then
But with
just
his
slap
fist.
it. You just toss it up and then open palm
It's like-
slap it.
No, he's punching it.
He's punching it.
It's kind of like
All
Bruce
right.
Lee playing ping pong with nunchucks.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
19.
It knocks over. It almost knocks over all the cans. It knocks over every can except for one, and it's like teetering on its edge, and then clumps back down to its normal resting position. He says, "Ooh, so close!" And he picks up the cans that fell, stacks them back up, and he picks up the softball and gestures towards you, and he says, "Another go."
As the man is picking up the cans, he can feel daggers and he can feel Pavu staring daggers into the back of his head.
Yeah, you can literally see the chill running up his spine, and he says, "Another go."
No.
He says,
Pavu
"Free
will turn around and walk away.
for free." Okay, fine. And he sets the ball down and continues to
Would I
sit.
have found a jeweler yet?
Yeah, you probably found. Yeah, there's leather and metal working, and then there's
There's probably a jeweler right next to Pavu,
yeah, right next to Pavu,
along with a
the
tailor and a
jewelry.
glass blower.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
Yeah.
like to try and go up to the jeweler and say, "Hello, I was wondering if you could get me a specific piece I was looking for. Something a little bit fancy on the fancier side. A large diamond, as expensive as they come."
A diamond.
Yes.
That's nope. That was the voice I gave the strength tester guy. Give me a second.
That was very much not that same voice.
It kind of was. It kind of was. Give me a second.
Yes, a diamond.
Yes, a diamond. I need it for a particular thing I need to do. So, I just need
Like
you
how
guys-
big?
What's the biggest you got?
He reaches under the desk and just freaking picks up this boulder of a diamond. He clunks it on the counter. And he says,
This is the biggest one we got. It's 10,000 gold piece.
Alright, maybe a bit smaller than that. Anything around maybe the 300 gold range?
he says, "You don't understand how heavy this is." And he picks it back up, puts it back under the desk, and he picks up a diamond about the diameter of a quarter, and he plops it on the counter. He says, "That's the one we got for 300.
Alright, can I get 2 of those, please?
Righto." And he pulls out a different one that's almost just a little bit smaller, and he says, "I'll give you this one for 290. This is just a tad smaller."
Alright. I was wondering if you need
Yes.
any help around here so that I might procure these for a little bit less. Maybe 500 for the 2 of them if I help you out for a couple hours.
He says, "You know, my magnifying glass," and he pulls out this magnifying glass. He says, "It's got a large chip in it, and I kind of need a new one. If you get me a new magnifying glass or a new glass to put in it or fix it in any way, I could lower the price to 250 for the bigger one and 240 for the smaller one."
Okay.
Actually, wait, hold on. And he looks over it again. And he says, 150 for the bigger one, 140 for the smaller one.
Okay. I'll be right back. And I would like to go and try and find
That's-
another trinket
God.
stand or bauble stand. And just
Garfield's-
look for something.
Garfield's got a little tent on the quad. Garfield's got a little tent on the quad.
Garfield! Just the person I was wanting to see. I was wondering
He says,
if I might
he says,
be able
"Hey, my boy!"
Ah, it's a
Welcome
pleasure to see you,
back.
Garfield. I was
Pleasure to
wondering
see
if you could
you, sir.
maybe give me just a small magnifying glass. I'd be willing to pay, of course. But
Of course.
yeah, just a small magnifying, nothing too fancy, no frills or anything. Just a small plain
No magic, just a normal.
Just a magnifying
Magnifying
glass
glass.
makes things bigger. Yeah.
Makes things look bigger. They don't
Yeah,
literally
look
make
bigger,
things
yeah.
bigger. I hope you know that, right?
Yep, that's what a
And
magnifying is.
he dives under his desk and he says, "Dang!" he flies back up and he says, I gotta run back to home base to grab one of those. And he sort of phases through the counter and just sort of like flies over
You could probably
the
visit a
general
glass
direction.
blowing station, see if you can
In the-
make one.
in the direction of Fantasy Costco. Yeah, you could do that while you wait.
Could
I'll
potentially
just
cost
stay
a bit, but we'll see.
Just stay
Because
here. I mean,
Pavu is for not much, for about the same price of gold that he would normally craft things for. He's actually he's running a booth where he shows people how to work metal and leather and
currently
wood.
you're having a standoff with a can person, so
Right. And at
No, he
this-
just kind of walked away from that guy.
well, this
Yeah,
is
I
happening
walked-
I kind
I
of
walked
think
away
of
from
it. I kind of think of it's all happening at the same time. Like,
yeah.
But I mean, I'm saying this
Desiree
would
and
probably
Drizzle are
be
doing their
around
hammer
how
thing.
these things would operate, especially
Right.
like a glass blower.
Well, I mean, a magnifying glass can't be all that expensive, so I'll just
It's
wait
100
for
gold.
Garfield. I'll just wait. For
Three-
Garfield.
3 minutes past, Garfield flies on back and he says, "Oh my goodness, that winded me. Why did I run? I could have just walked." And he flips it and then hands it to you, handle side first, and he says, 25 gold.
Alright. Thank you very much, Garfield. I slapped down the coin, I bid him adieu, and I walk back over.
He shakes it. He grabs the coin, shakes your hand, and slides it into his pocket.
Alright. Pleasure doing business with you, as always, my dear friend, and I walk back to the jeweler.
Hope to see you again.
Goodbye.
Why is Drizzle getting ready to cast Earth Tremor?
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to look at spells. Sorry.
Oh, I'm like, why is he getting ready to cast
In order,
this?
in
Wait,
order to
what
use
happened?
that spell,
I
you
saw
need
that
to
and I was
actually open it up
immediately
into your character
afraid.
sheet.
I was just trying. He's not an eco terrorist. I promise.
Go terrorist.
I mean, you could totally play an
He's
evil
not a
druid
member
that
of
way.
PETA.
Fred
Yeah,
Dunlap.
but he is not evil. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Alright.
You head on back over to the jeweler's place, and you slide him the magnifying glass, and he says, "Little on the small side, but it will work. Way better than this thing." And you see like a huge crack just all the way across the lens of this magnifying glass. And
Since you aren't going to be using that ruddy old thing anymore, would you mind maybe giving it to me, since I did give you a new one? I mean, never know when those things can come in handy.
he hands it to you, and he says, "I was gonna throw it away anyway. If you want it, you can have it."
Reuse, recycle, my dear friend, and I pocket it.
Right.
Do either of the divine casters have mending?
I do not.
Drizzle?
Huh?
Do you have the mending cantrip?
You better have mending.
Check.
Well,
Wait,
anyway,
do.
don't you?
I hope
It's
so.
like
It's
something
one of
that
the
Paul
best
would have,
cantrips
but
in
he
the
doesn't.
game.
I do.
Yeah,
have
we
mending.
don't get cantrips as paladins. It's a bummer.
I mean,
I
just
do
because
have
it's
mending
flexible.
actually, but
Woo!
I don't have
Anyway.
it on me.
I'd still
Yeah.
like to.
Well, no, it's a cantrip. You don't have to have it on you. You just have
Oh,
to have
okay.
learned it. Because with
Right.
druids,
Yeah, I
you
don't
learn
think I've
all of your
learned
other
it.
spells automatically, but your
I don't-
cantrips you have to learn
Yeah,
specifically.
I have not
choose.
learned it.
Mhm.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I know Molder's poison spray, druid crafted shape water.
Anyway,
Bum, bum.
Mending is one of the most useful cantrips there is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is
I
for
thought I knew it already.
You could probably
used
visit
it-
the glass blowing station and have it repaired there.
safe light repair, safe light replace. Anyway,
Hold on. man.
I totally ignored a battle at the end of something because I had an extra druid sitting at
Can
the keep
can I just buy the
Hold on, let me
gems,
check
please?
something.
with mending.
yeah. He says, 150 for the big one, 140 for the small one.
Alrighty, I'll
Yeah,
take
I do have the proper amount of cantrips.
He-
Yeah.
He slides the
290,
diamonds.
right?
Yeah,
I-
290.
I hand him over very, very calmly and say, "Pleasure doing business with you." And I
Same here. And he
walk to try and find
puts the golden till.
where. I'm assuming where Pavu was just now stomping off from the can person.
Yeah, you all are starting to walk, sort of like meet in the middle of the quad, and you see Davenport at the entrance to the quad, waving you guys over.
First, I look at Pavu and say, "What happened at the booth over there?"
Typical cheaters.
Well, let's go fix that nonsense. I already took care of the
Well, you know, if
cheating
you just-
mechanisms at the strength test. Let's fix this one too while we're at it.
Well, maybe you're just not as good as you thought. I mean, not everything has some dubious intent behind it.
That bottle absolutely should have fallen down.
It almost
let
fell.
me
It was
try.
leaning
So
off the
freaking
edge.
close.
Let me
It was
try.
still
And
freaking
I
close.
walk up to the counter where he was doing stuff.
What was the voice that I gave the ball guy? It was like,
There's a module. for that.
hello! Hello! Nope, Matt Jenkins. Hello!
I think it was.
Come knock over my
I
can!
think it was kind of. Wait, was. I think it was like kind of Australian. It was either that or the hammer.
Yeah,
guy
it was
kind of
Australian.
Yeah.
That
Come
was
knock
either,
over my
that was either
canes.
the
Oh, that's
Pulp or it
Transylvania.
was the.
Hammer guy was Australian. Come knock over
yeah.
my hands! Blah, blah, blah.
Come knock over my hands.
He has. Come knock over my hands! No.
Blah, blah, blah.
As you're walking past, you hear the guys say, come knock over these cans!
Hello, I would like to try and knock over some of those cans, as you so politely keep telling us. Alright. How much for a ball?
Hey, I need to advertise my booth here. I'm not being mean.
I'm
He
not
says,
saying anything. I just want to try, alright? How much for a
1,000?
toss?
100, I mean. I said 1,000, and that's not the right price. 100 per ball.
Alrighty. And as I'm like getting ready to do that, I kind of tap myself and cast guidance. So that means I get an additional D4 on top of any like skill checks. And it's concentration, so I get it up to a minute.
Alright.
I hand him the 100 gold.
He says, you smell of magic. Anyway,
Yeah.
he passes me the ball, and he says, try to knock over my cans.
Alrighty. And it's on a table, right?
Yeah, it's on like a table, yeah, stacked in a sort of pyramid situation.
I would like to toss it at the table, and at the same time it hits the table, I'd like to cast Thaumaturgy and do the tremors. To like attempt to have all the cans knock over.
Okay.
Oh, like that one exploded in that Wii bowling game, where if you like hit the side enough, it just shakes the whole screen and makes the pins fall down.
I
Mhm.
don't know about that, but sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and hit the table, cast Thaumaturgy, and have the tremors knock all the cans off.
All right. Yeah. Do that.
It just works, or do
I mean, roll the throw, like roll strength.
can
Or
it be dexterity since I'm doing more of an aimed shot?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, throwing can be strength or dex, depending
Dex.
on the weapon. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's
a ball could certainly be dex, right?
That would be
Right.
an 18 for my dex.
So you do hit the side of the table. It kind of wobbles a bit, but as you cast Thaumaturgy,
I'm
you
doing
can
it very
sort of-
discreetly, by the way.
right. But you see like a field in front of, around this table with the cans, yeah, cans on it, and you see it sort of wobble, as though it's like it was just hit by a
Wait,
force field.
I have
that-
an
didn't-
extra D4
Hold on.
to roll. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You hit the table.
So that'd be 21. If that does anything...
Nah, you hit the table. It's just Thaumaturgy was blocked, and he says, "Oh, come on, really?
I'm
You
sorry, I don't
need
have that good of
to be
a...
here."
I'm more of a... I'm
And
more
your
of a
aim
book-smart
would
kind of
throw
guy. I
off-
don't have a good arm, sorry.
That doesn't stop the magic you just tried to cast on
don't
it.
know
I
any
saw that.
magic.
Desiree's just glaring at Drizzle.
I have no magic. I'm more of a bookkeeper.
Avu is off in the distance watching this.
He says, "Come on, man. Come on, shoot straight with me. Come on.
I
I
don't
saw
have
it.
any magic.
You don't have many magic, but you have enough magic that you tried to cast
I don't have
something on these
any
cans." You tried to-
Desiree looks at him.
I mean, you can
I
choose
don't
me.
think.
The only
Desiree looks
magical
at the
things
guy.
is these gloves. And that's it.
Yeah.
These are
Desiree
the
looks at the
hands
guy.
from cramping when I'm writing.
Desiree looks at the guy and says, I don't think the magic really matters here. What matters is your system is rigged. And
Well,
we
no.
all clearly saw it.
No, look.
And she just pushes her way in to check that table.
He lifts up the sort of flap that lets him into the counter, and he says, "Go ahead, check it out. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I would not do that. I'm not like my seedy brother over there with that stupid little hammer game."
I am inspecting every single bottle,
Okay, go ahead.
and then I'm inspecting the table,
Hmm.
Can I
inside
do
and out.
Can I do an insight check on that guy to make sure he's telling the truth?
Go ahead.
Oh, I don't believe for a second he's telling the truth.
That'd be a 22.
He's telling the truth.
I mean, as I've said before, not everything has a dubious intent behind it. Some of these people are just trying to make a good dollar.
He says,
and you guys,
yes.
I am the
Exactly.
first
Why
to
do
admit
people
when I
keep-
make a mistake, and I had poor aim. Very good game to you. I tip my... I don't have a hat. I do a bow, and I walk away.
You did try to cast a spell, though, he says.
No,
Anyway, go ahead and inspect my cans. I don't care.
I am magically inert, and I...
Okay.
So Desiree finishes inspecting the table and everything. Does she find anything at
Nope.
all?
Absolutely nothing.
All actually on the up and up?
Clean. It is actually all on the up and up. It is all clean.
I think he's being
I look at him and
real.
say, all right, give me a test throw.
He tosses you a ball and he says, "Go ahead.
Am I
Okay.
able, wait,
You have to
I
get behind
use-
that desk, though."
wait, I have a question.
Of course.
Am I able to
Go
use the help action to help Desiree throw better?
Now, can you explain to me how that's gonna work?
I mean, you could technically cast guidance.
I mean,
That would only give you a
but
D4, not an advantage.
Right.
He doesn't want me to use magic, so I guess
I
I'll
don't
just
need
watch.
anything to grant me advantage. The D4 is more useful.
I guess I'll just watch.
Can I still be
I think
away?
So you could technically use guidance.
Oh,
Are
wait
you
a
going
minute.
to?
Let me check. I don't know. I guess guidance.
Guidance or no?
I'm checking to see if I can.
You
Oh,
can.
wait.
It's touch range.
Oh,
You just have
Yeah, I
to
can.
use it on me before you walk
Alright.
away.
I guess I will use guidance. I'll just give you a quick pat on the back, and now you have guidance.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
using this as a reckless attack, giving me advantage on the attack,
Okay.
and definitely using strength.
Right. Of course. Why not?
Damn.
You knock over every single can, and he says, "See, it wasn't too hard. You want the prize, or was that just a test throw to make sure everything was right?"
No, it was a test throw. I just wanted to make sure you were on the up and up. Since it seems you are, we're good here.
Restacks the cans, sets the ball down, and he says,
You know, I think an
Pleasure.
apology is in order, don't you?
I guess. I'm sorry I doubted you. We've already had
alright,
experience with one person who was cheating the system.
"No, yes, that was my brother.
So-
Every freaking year I tell him to stop it, and he's like, I need to make a quick buck."
Well, I believe we've got that fixed. You may want to take a look later, though, and
Oh
make
God,
sure
you didn't
he's
hurt him,
still
did
using
you?
it.
He's gray. He just thinks that.
Well, I didn't hurt him too bad, and according to him, I fixed his shoulder.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So you guys meet in the middle, and at the door, at the entrance to this quad area, there's Davenport's waving you guys over. Give me a second. I need to take care of something.
Avu would be the first to arrive at Davenport.
Mm-hmm. And the rest of us would be behind, like me and Drizzle.
After seeing Desiree knock over all of the cans just fine, just with her arm the first time, Pavel was satisfied and walked off.
Right. Desiree's not the most trusting of people when it comes to things like this.
Oh, I was totally expecting it to still be rigged.
But you're
All
taking
right,
it
I'm
upon
back.
yourselves to audit all of these people.
Don't suggest that. Desiree totally would. I'm perfectly willing to check every single booth and make sure it's legitimate.
There's only one more game, I think. I'm pretty sure there's only one more game. Yeah,
But
the
is it
ring
legitimate?
bottle.
Is there
bottle
not like
rings.
a
you do have
a few
Davenport
balloon
trying to wave
pops
you down.
and shit?
There's the ring toss and the throw the dart at the balloon.
Ring toss, balloons,
Yeah.
basketball. That's farther than you think it is.
Mm-hmm. The hoop. That's a little oblong, but you do have Davenport waving you down, and it is about.
Papa would
11
arrive at Davenport first.
Yeah, it's around like 11:55, and you see a
AM or PM?
That's my question.
almost noon.
Okay.
About.
All right.
He hands you a piece of paper which says, "Come see the solar eclipse at noon."
Guess we'll see a solar eclipse at noon.
High noon
Yeah, sure.
solar eclipse for the, and he hands you guys a box of sunglasses, and he says Davenport, and he waves.
How's the
at
view of a
everybody.
solar eclipse gonna work when we're on the moon?
The solar eclipse on the other moon. There are two moons. Yeah. So you guys.
That
doing it?
apparently can only be seen from the other moon, which is kind of awesome.
Well, it can be seen from the other moon and the ground, but
I mean, how close is the other moon to the freaking ground at that point?
far away. It's normal moon distance. This moon's just a little bit closer to the Earth than normal.
Yeah, I imagine like we're about the distance between the Mun and Kerbin, and then the other moon is Minmus.
I'm just sitting here thinking the logistics of that means that we have to basically be in a position where
Both moons line up.
not only both moons line up, but the
No.
Earth as well.
Both moons
Why the
don't
fuck
need to
did power
line up.
shell just start up?
Like,
Both
No,
moons
they're
don't
not
need to line
allowed.
up.
sorry, I started college as a physics major, and I'm
That was
like, the
weird.
physics of that don't work. But okay,
Yeah, I know.
Well, both moons don't have to line up. You can see it.
What I'm saying is an actual full solar eclipse from one moon because the other moon is blocking. If
Right.
it is not in a position where the Earth is blocking it too, there's no way that the people on Earth see a solar eclipse at the same time.
Right.
Physically, that's not
Physically.
possible,
Mhm.
but whatever. Let's
Yeah.
just keep going. 'Cause
It's
that's
D&D. We
ridiculous.
ain't tied to Earth physics.
You can just say
So-
We're not tied to reality here.
Yeah. He hands you a box that has a bunch of sunglasses in it, and he has the box himself, and he waves to everybody here, and he says, Davenport. And he points at the sunglasses, and he says, Davenport, waves again, Davenport.
Pavel will pick up a pair of sunglasses and put them on.
I'll pick up a pair.
Desiree
and
does
I'll-
the same.
He would
He takes a piece of paper and
he would take his
writes on it.
goggles off, put the sunglasses on, and then put the goggles on top of the sunglasses.
He writes down on a piece of paper. He writes down on a piece of paper, spread out to everybody, and signed Davenport.
Or a fucking bomb or something? Jesus.
Huh?
You said spread out, and I was like, is bomb something?
No, he's telling us to
Yeah,
To
pass
yeah.
the
Pass the
sunglasses out.
sunglasses
I know.
around. Yeah, you guys do that.
We are
and
the teacher's pet.
technically. Well, no, you're just the errand runner. Anyway, throw on the sunglasses. You pass around the sunglasses, and right, you guys are sitting down on the quad, looking up at the sun with these glasses on, and the moon starts to cover up the sun. And once it does, everybody around you just passes out. And roll a Constitution saving throw, each of you. Okay,
Poor Turth.
Pavel's awake. Turth has been knocked
Oh,
out.
shit.
Oh, there goes Drizzle too.
There went that.
Wait, does
It
that mean
drizzle-
my HP drops to 0?
No, you just You just pass out.
Just pass out.
You don't die. I'm not gonna kill you because you failed one roll. You just pass out.
It's not a
So-
disintegrate spell, man. Relax.
Well, a lot of things that knock you unconscious
Relax.
drop your HP to 0, like drowning
Zero.
or something.
Right, but I'm
Right.
not. But you're just passing out either way. So
What about
Wouldn't know what
Penny?
drowning is.
We're assuming she's with us. So
we're just ignoring Penny for now.
okay. Oh, Nora.
Oh,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Nora has to roll a con save too, don't you?
Yeah, I guess. No, yeah, Pablo would have put a pair of sunglasses on Nora.
Yeah, just
Poor Nora.
oh, poor Nora. She passes out.
Desiree will carry the kitty and throw Drizzle over her shoulder.
Desiree and Pavu, you look up at the sky and
Two Goliaths.
two Goliaths.
Only the Goliaths are
Only the
standing.
Goliaths are standing in the BOB.
Right. You look up at the sky, and suddenly your vision just goes white, and then it just fades into normalcy again, and then you hear all around you like hundreds of symphonies, sort of. They're all playing the same song, just all are a little off of each other. So it's weird.
Oh
sound.
Lord.
And you
Pablo grimaces at the sound.
you see in the sky a bunch of white eyes just open up for a second, and then once they realize you have noticed them, they close again. The music stops, your vision goes white again, and the moon has started to move away from the sun. And the first one to wake up after Pavu and Desiree is
Pablo
the
looks
director.
over to Desiree and just says, "What the fuck was that?"
I have no idea,
Uh,
but I don't like it.
I don't either.
The director is the first one to wake up. She sits up and she says, "What the heck was that?" And immediately stands up and walks over to you and says, "Freaking, what was that? How did you guys not fall asleep? What happened?"
There was a white flash, and then suddenly a bunch of eyes opened up.
Eyes?
And some terrible music.
Horrible music. Ugh.
Huh. She
Everyone was
pulls
watching
out-
a different conductor.
she pulls out a
All in different keys.
notepad, starts writing this down. She says, "Uh-huh. Okay, anything else? Anything else?"
As soon
Well-
as they noticed that we had seen them, they closed their eyes, and then there was another flash, and then you woke up.
She rips off a piece of paper, folds it into her pocket, folds it up, slides it into her pocket, and
It
puts
does
the notepad away and
seem-
says,
It does seem that the appearance of that thing, whatever it was, or whatever they were, coincided with the eclipse.
"Odd."
Because as
me-
soon as it was over, the Earth was already moving away from the sun. There was no more
She
eclipse.
She says, "All right, I'll start my research on it. I was gonna tell you about your next mission, but it seems like you're a little disoriented. So I'll start research. You guys wake everybody up and come to my office once you get all that done." And she pulls out the piece of paper and starts reading it over as she's walking back towards her office.
Ava will start trying to wake up Tirth, who is on the ground.
Desiree just picks up Nora, then grabs Drizzle, slings him over her shoulder, and starts heading back to headquarters. She'll deal with waking them up when we get there.
So Pavi, you're just slapping Tirth.
Lightly.
Yeah. All right.
More like poking his forehead.
Poking
Or,
his
or,
forehead.
like knocking with a single finger.
Right. Just flicking him on his forehead.
Because he knows Tirth wouldn't want a single drip of water in the nose.
Oh no! Don't do that again. Yeah, Tirth.
Oh,
wake
you know
up.
what's really sad?
Jeez.
People
What?
failed those saving throws, and they were actually they had +2 on them, and still failed.
Oh,
Oh man, that's terrible.
dang.
Wait, what the?
You actually had a
Alright.
+2 built in by Pavu's aura.
Yeah.
Paladins are awesome like that.
Mm-hmm. So you
Actually,
explaining?
if it was a 15, Nora would have passed. Tirth still would have passed the hell out.
Yeah.
So are you explaining what happened to Drizzle and Turf? I'm assuming.
Yes, once we wake them up. Although I'm carrying Nora and Drizzle back first and then dealing with it.
Yeah, you're taking them to the quarters.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wake them up, and how do you explain it to them?
Well,
I will explain it to Tirth the exact same way I explained it to the director.
All right.
Yep.
Also,
Well-
all of you have had the +2 this entire time because we're right next to each other.
Yep.
I suppose
Only
we
on
gotta
saving
find
throws, so it's
magical
not like
items
Yeah,
and
only on
save the
saving
world
throws.
now. Alright, cool. Let's do it.
Possibly.
Well, collecting
We
the
shall
items
see.
is gonna save the world, though. You do know that, right?
Well, I don't know that. I was just
Well, it was
collecting
such a-
items to get money.
So it's been like 2-3 days since this happened, and you
So, long rest,
wait.
everybody.
as if you like lost anything. Yeah, so just restart.
Just in case.
Just in case, just reset.
So
Uh,
to take a long rest on these new character sheets,
right.
you open up your character sheet. On next to your portrait, the bed. It's the second button.
Too bad I don't have 20 more gold. Then again, could I sell some things?
Yeah, you can head over to Fantasy Costco before you get blasted off for your next mission.
Yeah, I just sold the things at half price whenever we were out of session.
Yeah, I want
Just to get rid
to
of them quick.
sell off my hand axes because I have no real use of them.
Mm-hmm.
Do we deal with rations in this group?
No.
I'm gonna sell those.
Right.
Yes,
Let's see. Selling the shovel. I'm strong enough. I don't need one of those.
Right.
Yeah, will that get me 20 gold at least?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go half its normal price you get back.
I have no idea the normal prices of these things, honestly. So
Yeah, it
Normal
doesn't
price
matter.
of a day of ration, 5 silver.
5
Yeah.
silver each, so that's like 5 gold out of the rations alone.
Well, that would be if you were to buy 10 rations. It would be 2.5 gold.
Right.
Oh, okay, 2.5 gold. The hand
You're right.
axes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a couple days since the midsummer solstice. You guys
Okay.
are dressed in your
And-
normal stuff, and you are
In that
called
time-
to the grand offices.
In that time frame, Pavo and I have upgraded my offhand axe.
Right. So it's
Wait, what else
been
was I selling?
it's been a couple days, and you were called to the grand offices like you were
I'm not gonna sell
for the
shovel.
Murder on the Rockport Limited thing, like because the reclaimers and then your names come to the grand offices. We have a mission for you and such. Da, 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 da.
Ooh, a mission.
Alright.
Hey. Yeah. Aye. Desiree is officially dual wielding freaking uber massive great axes.
Ooh boy.
Think Bui from Yu Yu Hakusho, except he's got 2 axes now.
Wait, do they have the light property?
No.
I'm pretty sure
They
you can
can
only
just
dual
be
wield
dual-
stuff only if they have the
Well,
light
now it-
property.
Well, it's made methyl now, so
Still, you can only dual wield them if they have the light property. Like, you can't dual wield rapiers just because you have the one-handed weapons. You can dual wield short swords. 'cause they have-
Consider my character's insane strength and then question, why can't I do that?
and that's what the
Right,
rules
that-
say.
right.
Yeah, you were the rules lawyer earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are people looking at the rules like, I like this better, so...
Anyway, so
Alright.
you guys stroll
The
on-
rules lawyer is abiding by the rule of cool. Excellent.
right. So you
Exactly.
you slide on into the offices, and the director on her dais says, "You guys ready for your next mission? I know a couple days ago was a little disorienting, but you ready to go?"
Suppose so.
Yeah.
I
Says,
don't see why not.
she says, "All right. Here's the situation we got. A seeker has gotten information that there is a grand relic in the city of Goldcliff, the financial seat of power of the Forgotten of Faerun and the Sword Coast. The relic is currently in the hands of a master criminal known as the Raven. She is called that because of the hyper-realistic raven mask she wears. The Gaia Sash, which is the grand relic you'll be going after, gives the Raven powers over nature, which makes it very curious why she would situate herself in a city rather than somewhere more rural, like a forest or something, where her powers would be way more efficient. You will work with the Goldcliff militia to capture the Raven without letting them know how they work for the Bureau. The captain of the Goldcliff militia is a seeker who works for the Bureau. You are encouraged to ask him for help. Please do not blow his cover. It took him years to get to that situation, and if it's blown because you idiots, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called you idiots, but because you guys just say, "Hey, sup, buddy, how's that relic hunting going?" It would blow his cover very hard.
It's not. They would hear the same sort of shit we did whenever we first came across this stuff.
Right, but
You would just hear static.
Right, but it is sort of a curious situation that he will be immediately asked about, and that would question his authority.
Yeah, that's fair.
Again?
I didn't mention the name, but his name is his rank is Captain, his first name is Captain, and his last name is Bane. So Captain Bane. Sort of a major situation.
And the city is Gold something?
Goldcliff.
Goldcliff.
She says, of course you're able to go to the Fantasy Costco if you want and get any items you will need for this mission. And she says, "Oh, right. We've recently started a new system where, along with your gold that you get paid normally, you will receive these tokens." And she lifts up a brass token. She says, "You can take them to the fantasy gashapon down by the artificer's office, where you can get a random item from a fantasy coin machine, if you wish. Of course, you don't have to, but hey, it helps. So if you want to head over,
If we don't, then what use is the token?
nothing.
So we might as well get it.
Right. I'm just giving you a choice. And she gives you each one, and she says, "If you want to head over there now, go ahead. If not, whatever."
Right. So I have a question.
Might as well.
So you say that this is a very, very important mission, correct?
Like any other mission that we would give you, yeah.
And are there going to be any things that might cause us bodily harm in this?
Almost certainly.
Right. So in the past, we have not gotten anything to help deal with that, i.e. healing potions, and we've had to physically buy them ourselves out of our pocket.
Right.
If you ask me, I don't think that's very fair. I mean, the employer should have some benefits to the employees, right? I mean,
Right, we
and all that.
workman's comp and health insurance and such. I can't.
I just
Anyway.
need just a couple simple healing potions in case
says-
or one of my other party members go down in combat. That's all.
Yeah, I think a little bit of health insurance would be fair.
Yes.
She says,
Especially whenever we're retrieving items which could end the world.
right. She
They have a
writes
point.
down. She writes down something on a piece of paper, rips it out, and hands it to you, and it says, one gold, one normal healing potion for each of the adventurers. The director and on the back side it says Garfield. She says, "Give that to Garfield, and he will give you each one healing potion, which should
I
help you."
greatly appreciate this, and I
Oh,
hope to make
mad.
this a common thing going forward, right? At the
Almost
very
certainly.
least.
At the very least.
Yes, thank you.
But I will tell you if I am unable to do
Of
such
course,
a thing.
if
course.
there's none in stock, I mean,
Right.
that's
Of
completely
course,
fine.
yes. Completely
Just
fine.
if you have a bit of excess, it would go a long way in helping us.
All right. Okay, she hands you the piece of paper and hands each of you one brass token. And on the brass token is FG on both, sort of pounded into both sides.
I guess I'll go and grab the healing potions from good old Garfield, while
Okay.
everyone else can go and get started
They
on
take-
the artificer's stuff.
Okay. So what do we roll for that?
Walk on into the artificer's office and I'll tell you what to do when your turn comes up. So who's going first doing that?
Pavel will go first.
All right. You see
Does
behind
Nora get a token?
No, Nora doesn't get a token.
Rude.
There's a goblin man in a suit and tie with glasses on, and in front of him is a huge tome, a huge book, and he says, hello. This is the new fantasy gashapon section of the bureau. My name is Leon, and you are?
Pavu Steelsinger Kotho Olavi.
Powerful name. Very powerful.
Indeed.
He flips through his book and he says, Goliath in nature, yeah? You are a Goliath.
Correct.
Sweet, a Goliath. And who might you two be? He gestures to Desiree and Drizzle.
I'm Desiree.
I'm
Nice to meet
just
you.
Drizzle.
No last name there,
Nope.
Drizzle? No?
Ilanacino.
Hello, miss. He says, alright, who's going first?
Pavel will place his token down.
He says, no, that's... Okay, you see that machine there? It's sort of like it's like a huge coin machine. He says, you got to put it in there yourself and turn the crank yourself. Because if I were to do it, I wouldn't be allowed to give you the item. Because here's sort of how it works here. We aren't allowed to share with you magical items, but we have found a loophole recently. Is if the fantasy gashapon gives you an item, it is as though luck is giving it to you. So you're fine. So you'll have to put it in and turn the crank and such.
Wait, a loophole? Where did this loophole come from? What's the rule that says that you can't do that? Who wrote this rule, more importantly?
He says, well, it's mostly to keep each other safe, I think. I didn't write the rule, of course. It was written a long time ago.
And instead of trying to amend it, you just tried to work around it?
Working around it is sort of like amending it, is it not?
No.
Anyway. So what you do is you roll a d20, add nothing to it, and just give me the number.
12.
12?
Not a percentile, huh? All right.
No, just a d20. You see a sort of little, about like the size of a Rubik's Cube, but a sphere, come down into the collection table, and when you pop it open, you see one glove. You see a nice silvery glove. And he says, okay, now that you've got the item, bring it over here, and I'll tell you what the item is.
A single glove.
One single glove.
Perfect for Pavu.
Right. Because he already has Phantom Fist.
So now he's no
Pavu
longer
brings-
running around as a Michael Jackson cosplay.
Anyway,
Pavu by this point has moved the Phantom Fist back over to his left
his
hand.
left hand. Yeah.
He brings
Yeah.
he brings the new glove over to the goblin.
He says, "Ooh, these are really nice gloves. These are the
That's
grass."
plural. You said single earlier.
I said glove. I said this is a really nice glove. He says, "These are the grasps of spell saving, and when you have these on, you have a better chance of hitting your enemies with ranged spells." And in D&D game terms, that means that these gloves add +1 to hit on all ranged spell attacks, increase the spell damage by +1, AC against ranged spells by +2. Additionally, once per day, if the wearer saves the saving throw against the spell or successfully dodges a ranged attack spell, you may fully restore all spell slots of a single level up to level 4.
That might be really good for someone who's a caster.
Well, I mean, technically Pavu is a caster, but he's not a full caster, and he's not going to spend most of
could
his
you
spell
put that
slots
into
using
chat?
that.
Yeah, I was gonna send that in Discord, but if you want me to send it into the chat of the and they're called the
Okay, AC against ranged spells.
they're called the grasps of spell saving. The grasp of spell saving. Okay.
Another item I'm gonna have to make for you. Great.
No, it's for you.
No, I mean like
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. He says, "Okay, who's next?"
this would actually be very useful for Pavu. Not
You
for the ranged spell attacks, but
Desiree, Drizzle, which one of you are going next?
We do rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Pavu will
How
pick
are
up
you
the
gonna
glove and
do
put it on.
that with words? Okay. So go ahead. Just say rock, paper, scissors, and then say your thing.
I mean, you could type rock, paper, or scissors into chat,
Or you
and then
just
on
Right.
a countdown, hit enter.
decide- We don't need to do
Alright.
theatrics.
Or just
Or we could just let
Alternatively-
Drizzle go next.
yeah.
Go.
That is a choice. So who's going next?
Drizzle can go next.
Right.
All right, Drizzle, roll a d20. What's your class? Druid. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Roll a d20 and just give me the straight number. No addition or anything.
Right. Oh. The command wrong. I added an extra D at the end of roll. 18.
Not a bad roll.
19.
We
You said.
hope. 18.
18.
18. You see an oblong, sort of pill-shaped container roll down and into the thing, the collection section, and you pop it open and you see 2 fuzzy blue socks
Huh.
with a cute pink rabbit on them.
Huh. I wonder what these
Oh
do.
boy.
He says, "Bring them over here and I'll identify them for you."
They're just
I
normal
guess
socks. That's
Let's
all.
bring them over.
No,
Fuzzy
then
blue socks with naked pictures of Bugs Bunny's girlfriend on them.
Oh shit. Alright.
Lola Bunny.
Yeah.
He says, "Ooh, these are good socks. These will help you run just a little bit faster. They're called the Jackrabbit's Speedy Socks, and it allows you to run a little bit faster when you run away from your enemies. In D&D speak, that means that when you disengage from an enemy in combat, you may dash as a bonus action.
Oh,
In addition, you take no movement penalty while prone."
So you can just
Huh.
crawl everywhere.
So I can call real fast.
No, it's not. It's like there is no penalty. Like you don't have
You
to
can
spend
keep-
half your movement.
You can run full speed while prone.
Right.
Just Spider-Man crawling at rapid speed.
That on
Pavu.
Earth would be hilarious with
Yeah.
Spider Climb.
Yep.
So how do I add this?
The guy Leon from behind the counter says, "All right, who's next?" That's not the voice I had. All right, who's
Ah.
next?
All right,
Well, I
who's
guess
next?
that's me, since Tirth isn't here yet, and Penny's off doing her own thing.
Yeah, we're gonna jump to Turth once you finish your roll, and he'll do his thing.
13.
13.
My lucky number. Give me something good.
All right. You. Hold on. What number?
13.
13.
13. All right.
Give me something good so Desiree doesn't have to choke a bitch.
You. You see. You see a very small, pill-shaped thing, and when you crack it open, you see a small yellow fork.
Okay, I take it over to the guy. What is this exactly?
He says, "Oh." He says, "Oh, I forgot to mention. It looks like it does nothing, but while you have it in your hand, you feel emboldened, sort of." He says, these are real nice. These are called the. This is called the soup spoon of improbability,
A
and
fork is called a soup spoon? Really?
I mean it's written right here. Don't
It's
argue
very
with me.
improbable.
It is improbable.
Definitely improbable.
He says, "These will, when you have this on your person, these will help you do some more things, making you stronger and more dexterous." In game
Oh,
terms,
Lord.
in game terms, that means when you have it with you, it gives you +1 to strength checks and +2 to dexterity checks. Once per day, you may attempt to drink a liquid with this item, and with a DC 15
They
dexterity
may attempt to drink
check,
a liquid with a fork.
with a DC 15
A fork called a
dex-
spoon.
with the DC 15 dexterity check, which prevents the user from having disadvantage for the following hour. Failure causes embarrassment and removes all bonuses conferred by this item until a long rest. So basically, you have +1 strength, +1 to dexterity, and if you make a DC 15 dexterity, you can't have disadvantage for the next hour.
Well, that entirely gets rid of 1 level of exhaustion, basically.
Basically. Let me just paste that
I mean,
on.
I don't get levels of exhaustion like berserkers.
By the way,
Fun strength.
I just drew your card for your Cardic Inspiration for recapping this one. You got a 10.
Me?
Yeah, speaking of which, we hop over to you and you just stroll on into the Fantasy Costco.
Garfield, my friend, how's it going?
Wait,
Tough, my boy!
Okay, and what is this spoon called?
It is called
Fork.
called the
it's
called the
fork.
soup spoon of improbability.
Wait, no. Yeah, no, the fork is called a spoon.
Yep. Hey, don't argue with me.
Excellent.
That's just what it's there on the spreadsheet. And he's
Rarity, or does it really matter?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Unknown rarity.
Alrighty, I have a letter from the CEO, the big lady in the chair. We're about
The
to go on a
director.
mission, and we
Oh.
need a little bit of help, alright? So we
All
have
right.
this letter for you, and I hand him the note.
He
I
says.
would
He says, "What free healing potion
The
each?"
heck?
Yep, that'll be 6 healing potions, 1 for each of my compatriots, including me.
I mean, it is signed by the director. I have to do this,
Yes,
and he
indeed.
he
I
throws the
greatly
paper back.
appreciate it.
He says, "You're welcome." I don't know. You didn't say thank you. You just said I greatly appreciate it. Why did I say you're welcome? He dives under the desk and pulls out 6 healing potions, and he says, here." He clunks them all on the counter. He says, "That will be 0 gold piece, I guess."
Thank you very much, and I guarantee when I come back, I will spend some of my newly earned gold right here. How about that?
Thank you.
Alright.
And then he says, "Come back when you get the chance."
I certainly will. It's always a pleasure meeting you. And I give a bow and walk out.
All right, so
As
you
As I'm passing
stroll on over to
past
the artificer
Penny,
office.
I toss her one of the healing potions.
Yeah, she's asleep in her bed. You toss her the potion. She grabs it, and then. So anyway, while you take care of that, Tirth, you walk in, and you see that talking
out-
about their items, and
I
he
hand out
and
the potions. I give 2 to Pavu, 1 for him, 1 for Nora, and keep 1 for
Of course.
myself.
And he says, and there's a goblin behind the counter. He says, "Ah, hello, and you would be."
I'm Tirth. Nice to meet. I don't believe I got your name.
My name is Leon. I should have introduced myself first. That's very rude of me. I am the artificer here, and I will help you with getting
Right.
new items by luck.
Oh, isn't that the best? I kind of give
I'll
like a grimace.
identify. There's also I do other things too.
Alright.
So you're a cleric, yeah?
Yes, I am. And I suppose I'll go over, look at the... What does the token look like again?
It's a quarter-sized brass coin, and on it is on both sides is stamped FG. So just roll a d20. Don't add anything to it. What'd you roll?
A 3.
Well, the amount of
I know.
That may not be an issue
it
here.
may
I know,
not be an
but-
issue.
Lately, I've been rolling terribly.
Yeah, maybe it's the dice pattern. Anyway, give me a second. I gotta find it. All right, you see a small, like, about the size of one of those big jawbreakers, glass roll down.
Giant gobstopper.
Yep. And you crack it open and you see inside a white pendant with a cross on it. And he says, "Bring that bad boy over here and I'll identify it."
Alright.
For you.
I place it on the counter.
He flips through the book and he stops and you see a picture of the thing and he says, "Ah, yes, the physician's pendant. This will help you make your spells a little bit more potent and make you spend less energy with them." Basically that means after casting a spell that restores a creature's hit points, the wearer can roll 1d4. If they roll
You
a
said
4, the spell does not cost a slot and heals for 1 extra die of points.
Okay. So I have a 1 in 4 chance of having it...
Be
Wait,
free and an
I have a
extra.
question.
Mhm.
So I have a spell called Prayer of Healing, which lets me take 10 minutes and do that. So if I do that, it does a bunch of creatures. Would each creature make a roll to see if I would get the spell?
No. You roll the
Oh,
d4 and
I
if you
roll
get a 4,
Okay.
you roll the d4 and if you get a 4, it doesn't cost a slot and you roll an extra dice,
Okay.
an extra die, and add that to the total.
Sure. Is there any way I could have this changed in some way to match this? And I place down my personal amulet down. Is there any way to either transition that enchantment over to this, or to make it seem like it's the same as this?
He says, I mean, what does it look like? What does your old pendant look like?
My old pendant is pretty much just a 3.5 inch diameter circle, not brass, but metal circle with a footprint on it. It's very
He
simple.
says, I mean, you could wear both.
I mean, yeah, but that's not really my patron.
So, do you want me to take the charm off of the chain and then put it onto the chain you've got already?
If you could do that, that would be very appreciated.
He pulls a pair of needle-nose pliers out from his pocket, and he says, "Yeah, I can take care of that quick. Give me both things."
They're on the table.
He fiddles with it, and he slides it back, and he says, "There you go." And now it looks like you got 2 pendants hanging from one chain. It doesn't look like that. It is that. So how did that Gashapon thing work? Is it good?
Yeah, I'm liking this.
Yeah.
Could
It's-
Desiree bring the
it's-
fork to Pavu and have him like like weld a cup to the bottom of it.
Then that would
That would
totally
entirely
eliminate
negate the DC 15 check. Yes.
dexterity check, and you would just have disadvantage forever, basically.
Yeah.
So no,
She
That would be
couldn't have
terrible.
disadvantage ever.
exactly. As long as she kept drinking water from the spoon.
I'm not
Yeah,
seeing
'cause-
an issue with this.
I am. I am seeing an issue.
These are the questions that come up when we have a crafter in the party.
It's too bad
Right.
it's a dex check, though, because, oh man, it would be beautiful otherwise.
Well, yeah, explain to me how you would use strength for that. Like, I'm gonna make.
She puts the fork down in. She puts the fork down into the water and then quickly brings the fork up to her mouth.
That's dexterity.
No, she's bringing it up so that way there's a big old splash of water that comes out.
No. I have a better tactic for this that is guaranteed to succeed.
What do you mean? Well,
I freeze the liquid, stab it, pick it up, and stick the frozen liquid in my mouth.
but then it's
Problem
a solid.
solved.
We're
Then it's
talking
a
about
solid
the
and it
most
doesn't
efficient
have-
way.
Not if I just let it melt over my mouth.
Are we talking
you're
about the most
just
efficient
melting
way to
something
get water into your mouth by having it go through a spoon?
But yeah,
That's
we're
when I have
we're
our
talking about
druid
trying
use
to put
produce
water into
flame.
one's mouth using a fork.
Right.
What
All
is
you
called
gotta
a
do
spoon.
With 15
Wait,
dexterity.
so whenever you drink
Freezing
water
it
out of a
wouldn't-
spoon, you get the buff, right?
I mean, for
No,
me, a
out of
15
this
dex
specific
check is
fork,
pretty
which is
Fork,
called a
oh.
spoon.
high.
Oh, okay. So then why don't I just use shape water to just dip it in there and then guide it into the sea's mouth?
Okay, now to go back to the compendium.
You got us over here trying to do mundane ways, and then we have a fucking druid with shape water.
And
So you guys head up to the hangar, and Avi greets you, and he says, "Hey, you guys going on a mission, yeah?
Yep.
so it seems.
To Gold Cliff, yeah? Am I right, or yeah, it's Gold Cliff, right?"
Yeah. That's the
They
one.
have cliffs there.
He pulls a lever, a ball slides to you, and it opens up, and inside there are 6 seats, right? One for Pava, one for Nora, one for Drizzle, one
Yeah,
for
one for every party member.
6. There are 6 seats, and he says, "Get on in, I'll blast you off to Gold Cliff."
Yep.
Guess I don't really have any other options.
In we
but to get in.
Ava will buckle Nora into her seat first before sitting in his next to her.
Mm-hmm. He says, "All right." Blasting off, he closes the lid, and a claw picks you up, puts you in the cannon, and he says, "All right, ready to go in 3, 2, 1." Wait, what?
Did you pull the wrong lever again?
Yep, I pulled the wrong lever. All right, 3, 2, 1. And you blast off towards the east. And
Desiree leans over to Pavu. Wait, this is a regular thing that the pilot doesn't know how to start his own ship?
He really needs to label them.
so you are flying through the skyline.
But we're
And-
not sure we're going to effectively land because the pilot doesn't know how to fly.
No, he was just blasting us out of the hangar. He's not in here with us.
No, yeah, you just pull a brake lever, which is
Yep.
right in front of you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Pavu has the parachute lever right next to him.
Mhm. While you're enjoying the view you see a beautiful sort of skyline. On the edge of a cliff is a waterfall, and next to this cliff are humongous golden skyscrapers, and one of the skyscrapers is starting to be eaten up by vines, it looks like. But as you're flying, you notice that around these, you're taking in the sights of Gold Cliff, you notice a huge storm of dust out in the outskirts of the city, in the barrens outside the city, and you see huge dust clouds just carving a path the through the dusty desert countryside. And after looking at it for a while, you notice that they are wagons, wagons that don't have any horses, that are just flying down through this desert, and it's in the wasteland, and it almost seems as though they're racing, but you're not quite sure. When you get close to the Gold Cliff, you see the Gold Cliff Trust building being enveloped in thorny vines, and there appears to be a group of people watching the tower. And you fly over this tower and start to fly, lowering down into the outskirts of the city, more ramshackle buildings and such. Are you going to pull the lever, or are you just going to crash?
Pavu pulls the lever at 1,000 feet.
Pull the lever, Kronk!
Clunk, clunk, nothing happens. Wrong lever!
Wrong lever!
Pavu knows which lever to pull.
Yeah, Pava knows which lever to pull. This has happened once
That's
before,
less
I
fun.
think. Yeah, but either way, you touch down lightly into an alleyway. When you get out and close it up, the bubble pops out its hot air, and hot air balloon sort of situation starts flying back up to the moon, and you see from an alleyway, 3 kids just running across the alleyway playing hoop and stick.
Yeah.
And then behind them, like 2 more come out with a hoop and a stick, and a couple more dudes, and a couple more. It's almost as though they're just racing hoop and stick.
Can I use shape water to make a hoop out of water and then use shape water again to freeze it?
You're gonna play hoop and stick with the kids.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Oh my.
God,
Oh.
yep.
If there's a girl that runs past, Pavu will pat her head as she runs past.
She's smacking the hoop with the stick, and she like stops for a second and just turns around and looks at you with like this confused look on her face, and then she
Pavu gives her a thumbs up.
she gives you a thumbs up and smiles, and her 2 front teeth aren't there, and just continues to smack this hoop through the alleyway. So to the north is the Gold Cliff Trust building. You see around the building a bunch of like wagons around this, sort of police wagons, and a bunch of cops out. And you see this guy is just sent out. He walks up towards you and he says, "Hey, what are you guys doing here? This ain't safe here." Wait, hold on. This ain't safe here. What are you guys doing?
We were sent by a mutual friend to help out with this.
He leans in close to you and he says, he leans in close to you, Pavu, and he says, "The director." Just whispers.
And Pavu nods.
All right. He says, "All right." He gestures towards the building, which is slowly being covered up in vines. "We saw the Raven walk into the front door here. Well, we didn't see her. We just saw the aftermath of this. It's entirely wrapped. This entire first floor is entirely wrapped with vines, and the door is kind of covered up with these vines." And he says, "We've been trying to get in for the past hour, but we can't get through these vines.
What all have you tried?
We tried chopping them, we tried burning them. Nothing of that has worked.
Have you tried any magics?
Well, we don't really have that. Well, freaking, what's terrible?
What did you try chopping them with?
An axe," he says. "Like a
What
normal
kind
tree,
of axe? A regular axe?
like a regular tree axe."
Let me try.
Go ahead. Roll.
Do I need to roll attack or?
Yeah, roll the hit.
I will reckless attack.
Okay.
It's advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I took advantage.
What'd you get the first time?
A 2.
Oh boy.
28.
That hits. Yeah.
Do I roll damage or?
Yeah, roll damage. Yeah.
Okay. Am I rolling as if this is an object or?
Just roll.
Well, I mean, it's crit anyway.
Ooh.
Plus 4 strength bonus.
Oh my keys. You just heft, like, chop this almost right through. You can see through.
And the axe is
into it.
magical, so.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's plus 5, so technically it's 30.
Oh.
I forgot it's plus 1 axe.
You just, you just do an overhanded strike and you cut straight into the vines, and the vines just sort of shrivel up and slide open, sort of. And he says, "What the? Huh?
It looks like you used the wrong axe.
I mean, I guess. Huh?
It's okay. We don't all have axes like mine.
Yeah. If we did, this would be a completely different world, huh?
What a humble flex.
So you guys walk.
Well, I mean, he did say they used a regular tree axe. It's not magical.
Regular tree
it's
axe,
not
it's not magical, it's
adamantine or
just normal.
anything. It's just an axe.
Yeah. All right.
Should I clear out some of the other vines before we move inside?
No, those are the only vines that matter. Those just let you in.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll probably all die once you take care of the raven. All right. So you see this room in here, and tree in the middle of the room. It's all messy. There's frick. What do you guys do?
Just
Start inspecting the room, obviously.
All right, what are you
Oliver's not
expecting?
even going to bother casting
This-
detect magic. It's everywhere.
The tree, I forgot to mention, the tree looks really new, and it doesn't look like it was originally there-ish.
Desiree just starts hacking through some vines to see if there's anything over here
Can
of
I sort of
interest.
talk to the plants?
Do you have talked to plants?
I do.
Okay.
You mean this tree here?
Yes, that tree in the middle, yeah.
So I talk to the tree of the vines. Talk to the tree of the vines.
Whichever.
What's
I
I
my
mean,
choice,
can't
then.
you cast that as a ritual? If so, you can avoid using up a spell slot if you just take 10 minutes to cast it.
All right, I'll just do that then.
And then you can do it on both that way.
Okay.
While he's
Okay.
casting this as a ritual, Pavu's going to walk up and inspect the stonework that's around the tree. Does this look like it was supposed to originally be a fountain?
Yeah, it looks as though the ring is fountain, but now it has dirt and a tree in it. And when you get close to the
Interesting
tree,
how those are walls. There's doors, but I can't walk through them.
Yes, because we have a bunch of. Instead of having all of these just on the one scene, these are divided up into multiple scenes.
yeah,
Okay.
because it's multiple floors of a building. When you get close to the tree, Pavo, the tree sort of like you only you can tell it because you're like really close up to this tree, but it kind of leans away from you, sort of.
Nora would notice this first, and
Right. She looks
looks very
kinda hops
curiously at
back.
the tree.
She hops back a bit when that happens, and then just walks up
She
to it.
walks around the tree. She
Mhm.
starts walking around the tree.
And
Desiree takes her axe and just lightly touches it to the side of the tree's trunk. What happens?
How lightly? Are you like slowly touching it to it, or are you?
Yeah. I'm
picking
just
it?
lightly touching it. I'm not hitting it.
Give it a tap.
When
Just
you tap
like
it,
a tap,
it
no
like
damage.
it
or
sort of
anything.
flinches out of the way and just like stays at the end of its flinch. Sort of.
Pavu
So
definitely notices this one.
Everybody notices this one at this point.
Hmm.
Pavu turns to Drizzle. Do you have any clue what the fuck this is? I've never seen a tree move like this.
Would I be done like with my ritual thing already?
Yeah, by now, yeah, you'd
I mean,
be
we
done.
could skip
Alright.
ahead and say yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
you'd
like
be
to.
done.
I'd like to talk to the tree.
All right, what do you say to the tree?
What is? Why are you here?
You hear sort of come from the tree. How are you talking to me?
I'm a druid. That's what I do.
Huh. I mean, I was just born and I was told to stay here and keep guard and make sure nobody goes into those doors over there. And it's sort of like shakes to the in this general direction.
So you're trying to guard, keeping us from going in there.
Yeah, the person who made me told me to make sure no bad people come through. And so far, you've been really polite.
Oh, thanks. I think you're pretty neat too. Would you be fine if we were to go in there?
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't told you could. I was specifically told to keep people out of there.
Didn't it say bad people?
Well,
I did say bad people, didn't I?
Well, I mean, I can't talk to the tree. I'm just like kind of out of character.
Well, I promise we're good people. And if you can't let us through, then my teammates will probably try to hurt you. And I don't want you to get hurt.
I mean, I would rather not hurt the tree if it's unnecessary. I only hacked the vines because we had to get inside.
So,
Yeah, those things are alive. Wait,
so
hold on.
Yeah.
Why did I answer her as though I could understand her? I don't. What's your friend saying?
well, she said that they don't actually want to hurt you, but
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, as long as we're able to get through, you should be fine.
I was told not to allow people through, though.
Can I make a deal with
Technically,
you?
the tree said it wasn't supposed to allow bad people through.
Didn't you say that you weren't supposed to allow bad people through?
Yeah, you have been nice so far, but I was told not to allow people in. Roll persuasion.
I will roll persuasion.
Pavel will say, given all of the destruction around here, I don't think it's us that are the bad ones.
What are you suggesting? Wait, why did I
Tree
answer you
can't
again?
understand him.
Persuasion, you say, right?
Right, persuasion.
I'm just
No.
going purely off of what Drizzle is saying.
Normal. What is it? 10.
How much?
Alright. So this is
12.
where I
Looks like.
try to convince him.
He says, you are nice people, but I can't let you in. I'm sorry.
No, but why is that? I know you've been told, but do you know why beyond that?
I kind of do. I kind of need to be. I kind of need to be truthful because the person who did tell me to make sure nobody comes in did give me life, and I'm afraid that they might not make me alive anymore.
And I'll say this to the party. It seems his main motivation for not letting us through is like totally because he's afraid the person who made him would destroy him if he doesn't keep us from going in there.
I mean, there's the option that I hack my way through the doors and get up, but if that doesn't work, I can always cut him down, which would kill him,
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
I'd
it's-
rather not have to do that, though.
It's gonna die no matter what it does here.
Well,
If it tries to block us, then we kill it. If it lets us through, whenever we get the artifact, then it dies anyway.
Well,
Alright,
it
so
seems it could
I'll-
potentially survive if we get the artifact. We don't know for sure.
Okay, I will
But we-
talk to the tree. You know what? No, you finish?
But we
What?
do know that if I cut it with my axe, it's going to die.
Alright. So I will talk to the tree again, and I will say, "How certain are you that your boss will kill you? Because if you don't let us in, it's pretty much guaranteed that we will have to destroy you."
I was very enthusiastically told to keep people out, so I'm not, because I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure that if I fail my job, I might die. Like they did bring me into existence and all. Like if you were told by God to do one simple thing and you failed at that
This
simple
plant has
thing,
a concept of God.
Oh Lord.
no, I am just born. But just think about it. Wait, again, why am I answering you? I can only understand. Never mind.
No, I was saying that out of character. This plant has a concept of God.
Right,
Right.
right.
It's interesting.
Hmm.
Suppose we could try. Now I'm talking to the party now.
All right.
I don't think he seems to be budging. We can. I don't. Is there a peaceful way we can solve this? Like, maybe we could relocate him
Pavel will
somewhere.
reach into his backpack and pull out a torch and a tinderbox.
Don't do that.
You
I
pull
can
out
always
it's-
try.
and you
I
hear.
can
Wait, what is your friend
Albert-
doing with that?
I can always try hacking through the doors with my axes first.
There's nothing
But
on
if
the
it
doors.
doesn't
The doors are
work-
just
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the doors. The
Then
doors are
what
just
is the
So-
tree going to do to stop us from getting through?
It will probably
Well,
attack.
I'm going to
Pavel
to the
gestures
party and not
towards
the
the
plants.
two massive groups of vines in the room. Probably send one of these fucking vines after us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to light this torch in order to intimidate it.
All right.
If it starts getting feisty with us, I'm gonna drop it at its base.
And along with that, I'm going to also have to say something that's pretty threatening. You either have guaranteed death,
Yeah.
or
Or possible death?
Yeah.
or possible death.
So Pavel will start lighting the torch.
He says, and only you, Drizzle, can understand. What is your friend doing? Wait, stop. Wait, what?
I'm sorry, but if letting us through is only potential death for you, you know. But not letting us through is a guaranteed death for you.
Again,
you
I would
saying that
rather
you'll
not
kill
have
me?
to kill him.
I was just born. You're gonna kill a baby?
I don't want to have to kill him either, but if that's
don't
what we have
want
to do
to.
to get in,
We don't want to kill you, but if that's what we have to do to get in, that's what we have to do.
He says.
I know it totally sucks, bro, but
I
it's gotta
I
happen.
know it sucks. I was just born, and I was told by the person who made me alive to do this, and I don't. I
So
don't want to be mean. To you, and I
Desiree,
don't want to be mean to my boss, though.
Desiree hefts
What?
her axe and
I can-
prepares to swing it and says, "Drizzle, can you hurry up?"
I can charm
trying.
it. I can charm it.
Oh, actually, yeah. Though
Penny has
I can
arrived.
I can also charm it.
Ah.
Though, would it be a better idea for me or for Penny?
It
to
would
charm
probably. It would
I mean-
be probably.
I mean, I'm in trying to intimidate at this point, ready to
I don't-
just
Yeah,
I
strike
don't
it
have to
down.
use
Pablo is
a. I don't
also
have to use a spell slot for this. I think no, it's just an ability I have.
Yeah, because the only thing I'm concerned about
unfunny, you
is I'm
see
the
the
only one who's able
GCT
to
lobby
talk to
button
it.
up at the top. Click on that.
What?
Okay.
So I'm actively going
Same
to
thing with
intimidate
you,
this
Joker.
thing at this point.
Okay, I roll it
Can I
up. Roll
touch the target?
intimidation.
Give me a
An
second.
advantage.
Get advantage because you have an axe or
There
whatever.
are two Goliaths threatening this tree right now.
with
In
an
two
axe
different
on a
ways that could
tinderbox.
most certainly.
In
kill.
two different ways,
Give me
yes,
a
that are very
moment
painful for
to-
trees.
Yes.
Check something. Okay, I'm gonna roll this with strength.
Wait, no, Drizzle should be the one rolling. Should he not?
Well,
Well, no,
what exactly?
Desiree is
Oh,
trying to
Intimidation.
intimidate it with the axe, but if it was like persuasion, Drizzle
Hold
would.
on, how does it see, and how does it have a
Okay, then
construct of God already?
Then I will also
7.
roll persuasion for, or I will also roll intimidation.
Mhm.
D20
Mind you-
plus
mind you,
7. Oh, wait. Hold on. 2d20
Ah,
KH1 plus
That's
7.
not gonna do it, Pavo.
Damn.
Wow, are you serious?
Wow.
critical failure.
Advantage!
Nope, that ain't gonna.
Advantage and plus 7, and you rolled a
He-
10.
He says to Drizzle, I seriously can't, I can't, man. Against you, it's just, my boss will be really mad if I do. I can't.
Can I try
Pavu-
to charm him?
Pavu's
That's
And
alright,
friends
look-
are starting to act really mean.
So, Desiree looks at Drizzle and says, what exactly is actually stopping us from simply going through these doors?
He's probably going to attack us. So that's to this arena to the plane. Can I
Right.
try to use charm person as a last effort? All things diplomatically.
I mean, would Charm
Hold on.
Person work on a plant?
Would
That
charm
is a
person
good
work on plants?
question.
One person only works on humanoids.
All
The
right.
ability I'm talking about isn't charm person, it's just enthralling performance, which says a
Oh.
creature and not like
Oh.
humanoid. It's just
Right.
a creature.
So that would work. But
You would
you would have to
would
explain
need
to
to
me
do
how
a
you were able
performance.
to do it.
Basically, I just need to play, perform for a minute, and then it has to make a wisdom saving throw or
Alright.
be charmed for an
For
hour.
a minute, that would probably
It'd be for an hour.
Oh,
no.
shit,
I mean,
I forgot to toss this
a
in.
casting time of a minute, it would probably start attacking us. Before
I
that.
mean, we could always
I mean,
try.
we're not-
Desiree's ready to freaking
Whoa,
whack
hi.
Gone.
Should I try charming it then in that case?
And Desiree readies to just strike it down with both of her axes
Can
if
we-
it starts to get aggressive. Divines start to move towards us or
Alright.
anything.
So Penny just says, "Hey, how about you listen to a song I prepared just for you?" And she just
Nope. What the frick then?
I don't think it knows what you're saying, but
It
if you're
doesn't.
playing a,
It
if
doesn't
you're,
understand what you're saying
If you're
now.
Not a
using an
bit.
instrument, I think it should be fine.
Nor do you understand what it's saying.
Yeah, it's just an instrument. Okay, well, I'll just play an instrument. I mean, play like her lyre or something, and just see if I can charm this creature. So I just need to do this for a minute.
Then comes the
Hold on a
question
second.
of how to what does the tree do during this minute?
It will
Just
probably be
if
talking.
the tree starts getting hostile, Pavu is dropping the torch at the base of the tree.
Yeah, it's not gonna get. It's
And
not
Desiree's just swinging away with all of her axes
Mhm.
in full strength, ready to just destroy it.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Why ain't the freaking token working? Because the token keeps putting up the anonymous thing, or the normal.
Because you haven't changed the look of the token in prototype token.
All right.
Remember, these are two different things that you have to set.
Yes. All right. So you're playing this.
Also, you still have GCT outside active.
Yeah, I
instead
know.
of just-
That was my bad.
So he's gonna make a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, he has to make at least a 16. I mean,
All right.
15. I'm sorry,
Let's
I
see.
lied.
Nope.
Yes.
That's not gonna do it. He's
I'm
like,
s-
he says to Drizzle, "Hey, your friend was playing some pretty music. Now I was just born, but that is some nice tune."
I love that he has a frame of reference.
I have a lovely question for him. What if we were to simply remove him from here and take him outside where he could live on his own without problem?
That is a
Well, yeah,
good-
we
He is
can
a
like
huge tree.
It is a desert outside.
I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
question.
Desert outside that too.
that'd like kill him. Do we want to indirectly kill this tree
Yeah, hold on.
who just
question.
lived?
Who just
What if-
got lived?
What if we could
We could
remove
always
you?
transplant him to the B.O.B.
Oh,
Now think about this.
I'm sure
He
we could
was
use more
created
plants.
with the relic.
Hey,
What we could do is we can
Taking
tell
the
him
relic
we'll
with
come
us.
back for him. Yeah, we can. Oh, can we come back for this tree? Like
The
later?
tree will be dead whenever we remove the relic from.
Yeah.
for rape.
Oh dang!
I mean, you could come back. Maybe he is alive. I don't know.
all right. Well,
Doubtful,
I
but
have an idea. What if we were to remove you from being stuck here, so you would not be affected by the roots or whatever that are keeping you forced here.
I mean, I can't see. I did see outside before these vines broke through the windows, but outside is a desert, though.
Well, what if we took you with us when we go back home?
You would do that?
Yeah, of course we would.
He
I'm
says.
pretty sure I could lift it.
He says.
oh, you can
"Alright,
live
if
it, no
you
problem.
promise. If you promise.
Pinky promise. And I want to hold out my pinky.
A branch sort of wraps around your pinky, sort of, and it
The
lifts
next
it up.
thing
and
we
it
hear is a
down, so-
crunch.
Then it shakes it. And he broke your pinky. Roll initiative. No. Nah, he just.
I mean, I
like,
already have an action ready to just crush this thing, so just
all
saying.
right. He says, "All right. As long as you come back for me, then."
Absolutely.
He unwraps your pinky and he says, "Go ahead."
Out of character, I feel bad that we're lying to this tree.
Yeah. You're lying
All
to
right.
us.
I'm not lying. I'm
Poor-
totally going to rip this tree out of the ground and carry it with us when we leave.
All right.
It's gonna be dead.
saying.
It won't have consciousness at least.
All right. We're good to go forward.
If it's
as long
if it's
as we
alive,
take
then
him
we can bring it with us. If it's not, well, too bad, so sad.
We're good to go through as
We're
long
still
as we
bringing it
take
with
this
us because
fella
it's our promise.
with us on the way back.
All
We
right.
can do that, right?
Probably.
Right.
So-
on.
So as we
This store
continue
is labeled-
up the
This door is labeled elevator, and this door is labeled stairs.
And what about the middle? What about the middle door?
The middle door, I think it says. I was just confirming that it had the same door on the other side. Yeah,
Wouldn't
it's
it
the
be fucked up if the labels on the
elevator
stair were
office.
swapped?
door. I mean, stairs.
Okay, so let's check the office first, real quick.
Right on.
And as Desiree does, she is actively taking the dodge action as she goes on because she's quite wary of what's going on here.
He says,
Bob
"Please come back. I don't want to be here alone. Wait, I was here alone before. I don't want to be left here when a big problem happens."
All this time, I'm ransacking
I
all the
think that's
desks to find anything useful and whatnot.
Yeah, most of these desks only have like papers, like bills and
There
such.
could be information.
But on one of the desks, on like this desk, that desk, there's like a lockbox on it that is locked.
Not for long. We don't have a do we have a rogue?
No, we don't.
Whoa.
No, we don't. Hold on a second.
Aye.
That's how you ping things.
Does anybody have a crowbar? Wait, who actually owns this building? Are they our allies? Or do we consider them our enemies right now?
Neither.
Okay, well, Desiree is going to take the blade of her axe and lightly use it to pry open the lockbox. By lightly, I mean she's not just going to smash the lockbox, which she totally would.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Pavu is holding out his hammer for her. In case she just wants to smash it.
Is it adamantine coated?
Yes.
Oh, well. My
Actually,
axes
no,
will
it's
do the
not.
job. My
No, it is
axes
not,
will do the job better. But I would rather not smash it. It's better
Alright,
to
I'm
be
back,
subtle
sir.
about these things.
Alright, so nothing but documents.
Desiree, subtle.
Essentially, I'm just using the axe as a lever to pry it open with my strength.
Mm-hmm. Alright, roll
She's
strength.
using an axe in place of a crowbar.
Right. Roll strength.
Advantage, disadvantage. Oh, wait, I have advantage anyway.
What do you mean?
Air totem.
Ah,
Push, pull, drag, lift, or break things. I've got advantage on strength checks.
well, that counts, yeah. Go ahead, roll
So-
damage then. Nope!
Really?
Wait. I saw 8, 9, and I forgot about modifiers.
My +4 bonus plus the 1 bonus from the thingy, so it's actually 14.
You crack into this.
I think this is the
Inside
first
this
DC that
lockbox
wasn't 20.
is a few pictures of like a dwarven family and a couple pearls, and a bag of 200 gold pieces. So you clearly, now that you've seen the pearls in the picture, it's clearly a safety deposit box.
I take the 200 gold pieces and leave the pearls and pictures. They might have sentimental value.
Right.
Gold
Right.
is useful,
Fantasy FDIC will cover this.
right?
Penny looks at you and says, "Hey, you shouldn't take that. First of all, it's obviously not yours, and second of all, we don't want to make these people mad. That seems like a bad idea if they can create a sentient tree."
Aren't they the ones with the relic that could destroy the world?
Yeah, this person's gonna be pissed at us no matter what.
All
I
right.
don't know. It just seems like a bad idea to anger them even more.
That's why I left the pearls. Those might have sentimental value.
The person who we're going after here, I doubt that they would have any affiliation with this building, other than the fact that it's a fucking bank. It's going to be very well defended.
All right. So you got elevator back to the lobby or stairs.
Stairs are ones on the left.
Stairs are to the left. Middle is back to the lobby. Right is elevator.
Taking the stairs, actively using the dodge action as I go up.
Why aren't you gonna? Okay.
Yeah, but with Pavu as the tank, he should be the one moving in first. Yes.
That's up to you. I mean, I'm tanky as hell.
Mm-hmm.
When I rage, I have resistance to everything.
What?
And Pavu
Bear
literally
totem
cannot
is
be hit from one side.
Except,
Bear
except,
totem is monstrous. I have
Vicious
resistance
Mockery.
to everything except psychic damage and
Yeah, get wrecked.
rage.
Vicious Mockery is OP.
Mm-hmm.
Vicious mockery is freaking ridiculous.
All right. So you going back to the lobby, the stairs, or the elevator?
We're going up the stairs.
All right. There's no map for the stairs, but it's basically just a stairway. You can. This building is 20 floors high. So, what floor do you want to walk up?
That's
on?
nothing for Goliath.
Right.
Right?
So, 20 floors.
Pavu will offer a
I could
ride
take
for
that at
whatever
about
party
40
members are not
steps.
able to.
You do a couple of there is a map at the bottom of the stairs of the bank, and it says lobby, first floor is lobby, and then second to 19th floor are all labeled offices, but the 20th floor, the highest one, is labeled vault.
Naturally, we should. I say we check out the office on floor 10. Maybe there's something. Who knows?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's check one of them. Might as well.
So is everybody heading up the stairs up to floor 10?
Yep.
You all go up through that, and once you hit like floor 8, you hear where you would assume the elevator is, a huge crash, and then like a bunch sort of like vines filling into a room, sort of. But nothing happens in the stairway. You head up to 10th floor, stay at office because it's basically the same thing. There's nothing but
I
the
searched the whole place.
Yep, nothing around. The windows the windows aren't blocked out by the vines like before. There's just paper scattered vines every here and there.
My character has the defenestrative urges flaw. I am tempted to throw someone out the window. Who's the nearest person smaller than a Goliath? Will fit through the window.
That would be Drizzle.
That would probably be Drizzle.
Drizzle goes through the window. I'm joking. I actually did play a character with that flaw back in 3.5. It was funny as hell.
Oh god.
Got 20 floors up and chucked an elf out the window.
Last night, I punched through the floor of a church to a basement.
Fun.
It was. Being a monk is fun.
What did that church ever do to you?
It was standard.
It was Curse of Strahd. Don't worry.
What did the church do to her?
That's all the explanation I need.
The church existed.
I mean, if you did throw me out a window, I have a perfectly fine way to survive and probably not even take any damage.
Right.
Featherfall is awesome, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't even have Featherfall. I can just wild shape into a squirrel because
flying squirrel.
Flying
squirrel.
No, not even a flying squirrel, just a normal squirrel because squirrels can't, like in real life, can't actually take any like damage from falling because they're just like ants.
They're so light.
Yeah, they're so light for their size that
the
terminal
weight to
velocity is
drag
not enough to
ratio
kill
is
them.
too high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nothing.
Delta D.
Nothing special about this floor.
Got it. My next player character PC will be a squirrel. Thank you.
Me in video games. I take too much fall damage. I want to be a squirrel.
So yeah, nothing special on this floor.
Well, I guess we just keep searching the offices as we go up and get to the vault.
Are these documents like readable, or are they just like flavor things?
They're readable. It's not. It's just like bills and such.
Wow, people really need to pay their bills more. God.
Well, it's like bills, contracts, normal paper stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
This is generally a bank, so there are probably bills being prepared to be sent out.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I don't care. Most banks are just evil. That's just facts.
Hence why I'm not too worried about taking 200 gold from somebody here.
We have an opportunity to erase debt.
We have an opportunity to erase debt. Maybe we should just like burn this place to the ground. Please, Jesus, no.
Yay, now someone will have to pay off student loans until they're 50.
But remember,
well, if we find any student loans, destroy them.
Yes, please.
Well, I doubt that the cost of university in this kind of a world would be that high because
are you kidding?
The government isn't subsidizing them, which is causing them to.
It's Magic University.
Yeah,
it's like.
Either way,
like
do we find anything on the offices on our way up?
No, nothing special. Just a bunch of those papers.
I guess we move our way all the way up towards the vault. Of course, I'm checking every floor, but you know.
All right. So you see this room, the vines are coming in through the windows, and you see the vault door busted open, and you, this person is just rummaging through gold and stuff, and then she turns around to you and says, "You shouldn't be here." And you notice the relic across her waist, the Gaia sash, which is sort of messing with the whole all black raven ensemble she's wearing.
You shouldn't either.
Oh, that was bad. It's the same.
I mean, yeah, I shouldn't, but it's like not safe here.
As far as we can tell, you're why it's not safe here. Is there some other reason it isn't?
I mean, yeah, this place could come down at like any moment.
Stop with the vines. Is that not the simple solution?
No, I can't. I can't. You take notice. like you've been talking to her for a bit now. She isn't acting like she's under the thrall of the relic, like Gundren or
Mhm.
like Gundren acted. Like she's acting normal, like a normal person. She says, "You shouldn't be here."
Okay, why can't you stop the vines?
I need to take care of this. Go, and you'll be fine. Just don't be here.
We were
Leave.
sent here to retrieve that sash of yours. This
Yeah.
doesn't. We don't have to make this any harder than it has to be.
And I agree with you entirely. Just please exit the building before it comes down.
We're not exiting the building without the sash.
Yeah, we do kind of need it.
She sighs and says, I seriously don't want to fight you guys. Please just leave.
Well, we'd rather not fight you either, but we're going to need that sash for us to leave.
Well, I can't just give you the sash.
And
Why
not?
not?
Hey,
Well,
And
why not?
not?
Because it's mine. It's because I need it for something.
What do you need it for?
can't
We
expect
might
it
be
to-
able to help, and we can resolve this peacefully.
I needed to
Two.
I just needed to clear this place out. I can't just leave and you'll be fine. Just
You
go.
can't-
We don't care about what's in that vault. That's
As
none of
far-
our business.
You
I
can't
do.
expect us to trust you while being this vague.
As far as we've been told, and as far as we understand, you're the reason all of this is going on here. And it has something to do with that relic.
Yes, I'm sorry. It is this whole this whole situation. Yes, it is because of me. If you just leave, and I'll take care of this place, and I will leave, and I will.
Just take
Do what
off
I
the
need.
sash. We'll leave.
I can't. I just can't.
Are
We're
you
gonna need a
physically
reason.
unable to?
I really don't want to fight, but if we have to fight, I will fight you.
Pavel will step up the stairs slowly and non-threateningly.
She says, "That's not the direction to the door to leave here. Just go. Take the stairs, go back down to the first floor, and leave out the front door. I'll leave apart the vines so that you'll be able to get through. Just leave, and you'll be safe.
If you can part the vines, why can't you stop them altogether?
Because I need them here to take care of something. But I will part them so that you can leave and be safe. I don't want you to die. I don't want anybody to die. I just want to take care of this and get done.
And what is
Okay.
this that you're going to take care of?
I'm
You
trying.
haven't told us anything yet.
I have told you stuff. I've told you everything.
No,
You haven't told
I
us any
told you I need to
information.
clear this out, and that if you don't leave, then you'll be severely hurt.
That doesn't tell us why or what reason you're actually here. You say you need to clear this out. But
need to
what
take
do you
gold
need to
and I
clear
need to-
out?
I need
What
to
do you
take the
need
gold
to do?
so I can.
Why?
I need to take the gold so I can fix up my wagon so that I'm able to fight to participate in the battle wagon ways. So please leave.
We literally have 2 talented blacksmiths here who could fix up your wagon in no time.
It's not like that. It's not like that. Please, just go. This is my final warning before I have to forcefully make you leave.
You're robbing
Please,
the bank because you want to repair your wagon.
Yes.
There are far more ethical choices I think you could have made, Rod.
there are
We,
far more efficient choices you could have made.
Desiree gestures to Bavu and says, "We can literally fix up your wagon cheaper and probably faster
It's
than
not.
whatever you're going to do it, and we can modify it however you need to."
I don't need like swords attached to the wagon. I don't need axes. I need to buy parts and put together the wagon.
We
Final
can
warning
forge
before I
the
listen.
parts.
Listen. Final warning, or I will attack you. leave.
Pavu takes cover behind his shield.
Desiree rages.
I take
Oh.
cover behind Pavu.
Okay.
And Desiree steps in.
All right. Let's pop everybody into the encounter and roll initiative.
Oh, come on.
What?
I rolled a 3 on initiative.
Oh no.
Well, Pavu's going last.
Nah, because I have the alert key, I got a +5 to my initiative. So that is an 18
I'm
plus
not-
5.
Okay, so
I get-
I've got a
I roll-
19 for initiative.
Unfunny isn't here. Turf isn't here.
Keep in mind, I raged before the
I
combat
roll a
started. So
23 total.
Unfunny and,
rage as
Unfunny
combat
and
starts.
Joker
So
have arrived. Joker, at the very least, has arrived, I believe.
It shows
Uh,
they're muted though.
Oh, then I guess
rolled
they're
a
not here.
23 total. That's pretty cool.
You go to the fist on the right and then click the dice next to your hit points, and that rolls your initiative for you.
And do I can
Also, wait,
One-
I just rolled a d20 into the chat thing.
Yeah.
so either
So-
way, go into the combat tracker and roll, and then just change it manually.
Right.
Okay. So my original roll was an 18 plus 5. So how do I edit that manually?
You
wow, somebody's going before me. Holy crap!
Yeah, the alert
You-
feed is fucking crazy.
I think that would just have to be.
you right click it and then
Whoa.
oh
Oh,
Jesus.
oh.
Sweet Jesus. I don't even
And Pavu's still
Oh.
going last.
wait, is he? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's still going last. Dang.
Pavu
all
only
right.
has a +1 to his initiative.
Dang.
Or
son.
should she go less since she got a crit fail?
Nah.
I mean, there's no critical failure or success on initiative, so
right, it's just a number.
like
Alright.
at
Just
most
like
two
age.
people tie, and then you either take their
Take-
initiative, their actual
It's dex.
bonus versus, or you roll
yeah.
off.
All right.
Either way is like
Oh.
a pretty common way.
All right. Top of the order is Drizzle. What are you gonna do?
I think I will cast Hold Person.
Oh God, please work, please work.
Okay. So what does hold person do, and what do I have to do?
Hold on. Hold
Just-
Person.
yep.
Let me find that real quick.
Holy
the
crap,
spell.
please work. That'll be beautiful.
It would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
I mean, I only get 2 attacks this round because rage costs bonus action.
Actually, I just forgot what level it was. It's going to take me a bit to find it. But I know for certain I do have it.
You can't just. You could just go into your sheet and click it, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC. It says so somewhere. I just forgot. Where can I look at it?
It's
Okay.
it's like
sorry.
8 plus your
Hold
proficiency
person.
plus your spellcasting modifier.
It's what plus my
Hold
forecasting modifier?
8
there's
plus proficiency plus spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, 8 plus
8
prof.
plus-
Hold
Plus
person.
two.
Choose a humanoid that you can see within range. The target
8
must
plus
succeed
2
on a
plus
wisdom
3.
saving throw.
Wait, no, 8 plus 3 plus 3. That's 8 plus
Talking
6.
about.
So 14.
Yep, 14 is
The
my
target
spell
must
save DC.
succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. The duration is up to 1 minute concentration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another
Found it.
wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends on the target. Yeah.
Okay, so
Higher
you
levels, you can
that
target multiple
and
things.
she
So
roll-
I'm going to go click cast spell then.
yeah, I still have to roll a saving throw though.
Yeah, cast the spell, and it'll drop.
Oh,
it right
I
in
could
chat.
just click
There
it.
you go.
Right. All right. So I don't have this. I don't have disadvantage. Right. All right. There. Oh, that beats it.
Aw.
Bummer.
Also, everyone make sure to go
Brother.
ahead and target her.
She shakes. She like scrunches up and then shakes it off. Next in the order is Desiree. What are you gonna do?
Rage!
All right.
Use ability. And now I'm gonna whack away with my axe.
Okay, roll the hit.
And I'm gonna recklessly attack
Mm-hmm.
27. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll the other one since, for the freaking love of God, the stupid game, stupid Foundry will not allow me to just
All right. What did you roll to
Freaking-
hit?
21 and a 27.
It tells me that something's fucked up with your weapon.
I don't know why. It
Or-
worked fine last week, and I haven't
Or
even changed
something's
that
messed
one.
up with Foundry. So 27
Let me
you
see what I
said
can do.
was a hit.
Yes,
27 you rolled?
27 and 21.
Yeah, both of those hit. Roll damage.
Sexy. 2d12 plus 4, 5. Wait, what is the rage damage level on this point? I'll apply active effects.
Oh no, that's a module that's doing that. That ought to help.
21 and 21.
Oh man, 221s.
Yeah.
that's
So
that's
41
42
slashing damage.
41. It's 42.
Oh,
ain't
42 slashing damage. Sorry.
it? 42 slashing damage.
It should work just fine now.
My axe?
Yeah, that would have been the case for everybody. That was
You
the module
just-
that was messing it up.
You just chop
well, all right.
into her, and you chop into her, and you get a good chunk in her side.
It isn't freaking
And
put in the.
You
Why
get a
didn't
good,
it put the description down? It's weird.
you get a good
Hey, I'm back. I also rolled for initiative. I got like a 16. You can include me next round instead of this round.
Oh, we haven't
Wait.
even gotten to the 16.
We haven't even gotten
gotten
to you yet. You're good.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. All right. So you get a good hunk into her side. So that's it for your
With
turn. Yeah.
axes that are probably bigger than her.
Probably
Yeah.
bigger than her. Yeah. So that's your that's your turn. Yeah.
Well, an axe, because I can't swing the offhand without my bonus actions. Yep, that's my
Right.
turn.
Mm-hmm. All right. So next in the order is. Hold on.
Nora.
Yeah, but yeah, Nora, go ahead.
Right. So Nora, after seeing Desiree
Just get a
smack
good
this
hunk
person.
in her.
Let me see here.
Nora can totally just run up over Desiree's back and pounce over to the other side of her if she wants.
Oh, shoot. Here.
I mean, if she runs up over and jumps to the other side, she can quite literally be flanking and get advantage.
I don't think that's how it works.
That is how advantage works if you are directly on opposite sides of the
No, what
enemy.
Nora is going to
Attention
do
is
is
divided.
Nora is going to run over here in front of Turth, who is
Mhm.
not currently here,
Mm-hmm.
and then run over here towards Sloan or Raven.
Call her the Raven. I don't know why it's a Sloan. You're not supposed to know that's their name yet. I don't know.
I mean,
why,
I can't see
but-
anything about the character.
And Nora is going to make a claw attack.
All right.
And since she, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and roll this first.
So. Nice.
Yeah. That
23 to hit.
hits. That hits.
God fucking damn it, it didn't. Okay, Nora deals 6 damage,
Uh-huh.
and the target must make a DC 12 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. Since Nora moved 20 feet in a straight line before hitting the target with a claw attack.
Okay. So a strength saving throw, you said?
Strength, yes.
All right. Does 13 hit? That's 13 save?
Yeah, that saves.
Yeah,
Bummer.
she's not grappled.
Just.
So next in the order is Penny. What's Penny gonna do?
I have a question about the shatter spell.
Hmm.
So first of all, I'm assuming are we on like an upper floor of a building?
Yeah, you're on the top. You're on the 20th floor of the building.
Okay. So Could I cast Shatter in a way, first of all, that wouldn't hit Desiree or Nora?
Do you have
If
spell
it's a
shift?
radius, maybe do it behind
Like,
her.
yeah, do it if I do it behind her. That's what I mean. Like, if I
How
just
big
cast
is the
it like, over
radius?
here.
Yeah, how big is the
It's
radius?
10-foot radius, so like 20 feet diameter.
I mean, yeah, if you put it like, let's see.
Yeah, if you put it on the vault door.
If you center it right here, okay, it's not.
Right here.
Right there. Yeah, I see where your
Why is it not-
cursor is.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know why it's not
Um,
freaking allowing me to ping. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, if you,
You gotta hold
center
it
it
for 2
there,
seconds.
Here
only
or something?
she would be hit. Yeah.
I am
Well, it's a
holding it.
10
That's
foot.
wrong.
It's a 10-foot radius, so wouldn't that hit you guys as well? Since it's
No.
like,
No,
Oh,
if
okay.
you centered it there,
That's 10 feet.
it would be
oh, okay.
only hit the raven.
Okay, and also would it break the floor since it like breaks objects that aren't being carried or worn? And I'm assuming this building isn't being
No,
carried or worn.
it's like concrete.
It
floor
wouldn't.
or
No,
whatever.
it wouldn't break
Break it,
the
no.
floor if you put it on the vault door.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't break it. So what is she gotta? What do I have to do to not get that?
She's just gonna say, hey, what? I think you just need to cool off for a second. And she just casts slow.
All right. Pause. She was cool. She was literally asking you politely to leave. She was
I know.
very
I
She
chill.
know.
was asking us to leave. Yes,
And you weren't the chill ones either way.
we're the ones rocking up on her.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, but we need to do a job, and the
She
job
straight
needs
up
to be
threatened
done.
us, though. So
Right.
Yep.
So what do I gotta do?
Wait, let me.
I gotta make a save, right?
Yeah, you have to make a save. Here we are. Does that put it in the chat? Nope, that just shows it to me. Either way, she has to make a save of 15, DC 15 Wisdom.
Wisdom. All right. DC 15 Wisdom save.
How do I cast the spell in the
Yeah.
chat?
someone needs to stop rolling so high on saves. This is ridiculous.
So you see
Stop.
see all of these tabs up on the top left. Inventory, spells.
Oh, man.
I actually moved mine. Mine are over here.
That is an F. Indeed. And then I will give bardic inspiration to the cat.
All
You give
right.
inspiration to Nora, who's not going. Who's
Exactly.
who's
She's like,
gonna
"Hey,
be going in a little while.
you're a pretty cool cat." And then, bam, bardic inspiration.
All right. So next in the order is Sloan. I mean, freaking the Raven. Dang it. I wasn't supposed to say your name.
Hello, measured box.
Nah?
There is now a measured box someone put down.
Mm. Lovely.
I think T put that down.
She's gonna cast Gust of Wind.
Mm-hmm.
A line of strong winds 60 feet long and 10 feet wide blasts from you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration. Each creature starts its turn in a line, must succeed on a strength saving throw, be pushed 15 feet away from you in the direction following the line. Now,
Oh
how
my
do I?
god, that's an amazing spell.
Wait, she's casting Gust of Wind.
Yeah.
What the heck?
What if I cast Gust of Wind back?
Hi, I'm back.
Well, you would need to do that on your turn.
Yeah, I know.
Now, how do I get that into the
Because you need to make it the right way.
I mean, she's welcome to step over a space and just cast it straight ahead. I won't complain.
I wasn't gonna. Yeah, right. She is able to. Stupid. Nope. Ah! Hold on. Okay. Now let's get off the measuring tool. Yeah, she steps over onto the.
And
thing.
opportunity attack.
Ah, frickin' dang it!
That's an F in the chat. Too
Yep.
bad I gave the
Come
bardic
on.
inspiration to the cat.
You have to tell me you do that, or else it's entrapment. Ah, come on.
It's you chose. You should have known that automatically.
I did a thing.
Okay, reckless attack. Does it keep my reckless attack during the? It should.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
you have to use reckless attack. Like, is it? I think it's a free action on your turn. And since you
Yeah, but I used it. Does that mean I still have advantage? Because
think so.
I don't know.
let me. Rule of cool.
Rule of
I mean, hey, it's DM's decision.
All right.
That hits.
2d12 plus 4 plus 2
Opportunity
plus
attack.
1. Bam.
I think the
23
actual-
damage.
I think
Cheap.
the ruling on reckless attacks actually is that you only get it on your first attack. Unfortunately,
It goes for
It's
the whole turn.
it's the whole
Is
turn,
it?
but the thing is technically it's her turn now, so it's like does it continue or
I mean, since your turn ended, I would
I don't think it does.
like
count.
yeah, but I mean,
Well-
if we're doing rule of cool, like go ahead. Either way, it hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
Yeah. Man. All right. Yeah, you hit her. She staggers and lands on a knee, and it looks like it really hurt. And then she stands up, and she casts
gust
gust
of wind.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
she casts it in a straight line. 60.
Pavu, just don't go directly behind her. I'm totally smashing her from behind next time.
Oh,
That
Pavu's-
really came
Pavu's
out wrong.
absolutely smashing her. He is going to smack the shit out of her.
So you have to make a strength saving throw, I think, if I remember correctly. Hold on.
Drizzle doesn't have to
Oh,
make a
no.
strength saving throw.
I don't want to make a strength saving throw. I have a -1. Please no.
Strength saving throw will be pushed 15 feet away in a direction following the line.
If Pavu fails, Drizzle fails.
Is there anything?
Of course.
Is there?
Wait,
Pavu
Pavu's hiding behind
succeeds,
his
Drizzle doesn't
Hold on.
care.
Hold on, Pavu's hiding behind his shield, right?
Right.
Correct.
Right. You still have to make a strength
I
saving
mean, yeah.
throw.
Shield doesn't really do much against wind. I hate to tell you.
True, he may
Yeah,
have total
I mean,
cover.
it would
but
just it
Not-
would
not
maybe
against
like
Pavu, but
protect. It would
against
protect like
Drizzle?
your face from the
It
wind, but
wouldn't
you'd
hurt
still
you.
get pushed.
You'd still get pushed though.
Yeah, Pavu
Yeah.
would still get pushed if he doesn't succeed on the saving throw.
Right.
It's
So
possible.
roll a
Unlike me, you
saving-
don't have advantage on strength throws right now.
Right.
Right. So roll strength saving throws. Nora has to roll one. Pavu has to roll one. Drizzle has to roll one, and I'm pretty sure Penny has to roll one as well.
Strength saving throws, you say?
Strength. Yep.
Got it.
Nora gets
Pavu's
a
or Nora's?
19.
Nice.
Nora isn't
Strength.
pushed.
Saving throw. Normal or just normal?
Yeah,
Oh,
just normal.
fuck
Pavu's
that.
pushed.
Pavu's pushed. Drizzle's
So is
definitely
Drizzle.
Nope. I'm burning my. I'm burning a Cardic Inspiration.
No.
I'm using a 6 to bring that up to 13.
Oh, you're still pushed.
Oh.
No,
You brought it up to what?
I'm using a 6 to bring it up to 13.
You're still pushed.
Yeah, I think the DC was 15.
What?
Mhm.
Oh, you don't know.
DC was 15.
No, it says gust of wind saving throw DC 11.
I don't know if that's accounted
I think
for.
it's different per person.
Yeah.
It says
is.
right here where I got it.
It's
Spellcasting.
different for each. It depends on the spellcaster.
I don't know if that's the actual.
It
Yeah.
says 15.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it?
Yeah, it's different.
It says
for spellcaster.
it says 11 on the button.
I think that's different.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
why.
if that's. I don't think that's right because he said 15 earlier.
Anyway, whatever the
earlier.
DM says
Why?
goes. So
Do I roll this?
Yeah,
as
at this
well?
point, I just go with the DM. It's not like you
Yeah,
can't run
Penny
up
has
to her
to
and hit
roll
her.
too.
Oh no! Please.
Yeah.
I don't like rolling anything.
I don't like putting
I
things up.
don't like playing D&D to roll dice.
Must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet.
Oh,
Right. It says
It
right
doesn't
here.
say that there's a modifier.
Oh,
In other words, Drizzle's at the
damn!
wall,
Let's
Pavu's
get
right in
it.
front of him.
Damn, the only person with a negative modifier and they passed. I leave.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
like,
say
I'm
that
so-
it's DC 15 anywhere.
I got it
Yeah,
right
but
here. It
DM
says
says
spell
so.
save DC 15 right here.
Is determined by the caster casting it.
1,
Mhm.
2.
Yeah, which is why mine is in particular 14.
Drizzle's here, Pavu's here.
And Nora is
And
right
Nora
there.
just hunkered down and said, "Screw you, bitch."
Real quick.
At this
Also,
point-
Nora can add her bardic inspiration to
Yeah,
her damage.
That doesn't matter.
No, it's to attack rolls or skill checks.
Yeah.
No, I mean I have a thing. It's called magical inspiration. I can add it. I can
That's
I can-
alright, because Pavu's going before Nora right now.
Okay, cool.
Real quick. Where's
It-
Turth in the initiative order?
You haven't rolled yet.
You haven't rolled.
So I'll,
It's
That's
not
crazy.
gonna matter soon.
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, if Desiree gets another turn, this bitch is going down.
That's facts.
That's not what I meant by that.
Are these created maps or is this like a pre-generated one?
I'm not sure.
I found these online for what I needed. Okay. At this point, when she is
Since
pushed,
Sloane's already gone.
since she has pushed you and Drizzle out of the way, Pavu, you see a halfling monk woman sort of like swing into the
Yo,
window.
what the hell?
Oh,
and she said she said the halfling woman that just swung in yells, "Sloane, you're not a killer!" And the raven turns to the halfling woman and just turns into a puff of smoke and is gone.
See?
Yo, that's Cat.
We are out of initiative now.
God
Oh.
fucking damn it.
I mean, hey, Nora still has her bardic inspiration if she wants to use it. I mean,
I
hey.
feel
Yeah, for
like
anything
the
else.
Raven would have definitely fucking ate it if Hold Person worked.
Would have almost certainly.
Question, since I haven't.
And then I would have
Has
thro-
Turth used any of his spells during this?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh,
No.
We've just
Turth hasn't even
entirely
had his
ignored
turn yet.
Right?
Yeah, I mean in general, because
In general, yeah.
No.
Alright.
Right. So we're out of initiative, and what do you guys do? Also, I forgot to mention the vines. Here and here. Now that she's gone, slowly start withering.
Except we still don't have that sash.
We don't.
Pavel will raise up from behind his shield, looking over toward the halfling. Where did she go?
I don't know.
Okay, then do you know her?
No.
Can
She
I?
kind of looks
is
off
she-
to.
You said
I
her
don't
name.
believe her for a second that she doesn't know her.
She lowers her head and says, "No."
Okay.
You're
look,
clearly lying.
Pavel is
Wait.
approaching the halfling in a threatening manner this time.
So
He says,
Penny,
"Hey, I
in her
saved you, I guess."
in her 5-foot glory, steps in
Mhm.
front of Pavu and is like, "Whoa, hold on, guys. We don't know the whole story. Okay, so let's not jump to conclusions."
Desiree's a little pissed right now and says, "You're clearly lying."
Pavel is also pissed. Lying is a capital. Lying is punishable by exile in the Katho Alavi clan,
Okay,
Well,
so
and exile tends to lead to death in the mountains.
So what's your name? What's
My
your
name is Lieutenant Hurley.
Okay, Lieutenant. Now, all we want to know is who that was.
And where
I
she
don't
is.
know who she is.
Okay, so you're not working with us. That's going to be a problem, you see.
I'm not working. Why am I? Why do you think I'm not working with you guys?
Because you're lying to us.
I'm not.
You're very clearly lying.
You came in the window, yelled out to her, called her by a name, And then she disappeared after you said she's not a killer. Or was there someone
Fine,
else
I know
you
her.
thought you were
Fine,
talking to?
fine, I know her. Okay? You just can't tell anybody, alright?
Hey, why can't we tell anybody?
Because I used to work with her.
We're gonna need to know more than that.
I'm assuming when you have you heard of the battle wagon races that go on at the outskirts of town?
She was speaking of them before we fought.
Really? Wait, so she alright.
Yes, she was talking about trying to rob this place to get the money to upgrade her wagon. We offered to help her upgrade the wagon and actually forge the stuff, but she wouldn't listen to reason.
Just
We
like
could have solved a
Um,
lot of problems if she had simply done that.
she is stubborn headed.
I know I should have slept her.
I used to work with her on wagons for the races.
And why would that be something to be ashamed of or be hiding?
Well, it's quite illegal.
The races are illegal?
Yeah, the
I mean,
races are
hey,
illegal.
the most fun things are usually not allowed, but laws
Why?
aside,
Why are the races illegal?
Well, some racers choose to kill other racers on the track, which led it to becoming illegal.
Well,
It's
that
still-
does become a problem, doesn't it?
Hmm.
I mean, is it any different from us killing other people? I mean, it's not like they don't have lives, family,
Like,
and needs of their own.
Well, for the most
I
part,
mean-
we
okay, so you're confessing you're murderers to a cop right now.
Whoa, we're not saying that. We defend ourselves when someone tries to attack us, like this individual here. We hardly ever instigate battle, and when we do, we are very generous with our mercy. Isn't that right, Pavel?
Except for that one time with freaking Jenkins.
Except
That was not
Desiree
mercy.
hears mercy from about Pavu, and it's just like,
Just starts laughing.
Desiree very much knows the smile which creeps across Pavu's face.
I'm trying to like signal to him to slow down.
She says,
The only time in which we take a life is whenever we have a job that we need done immediately, of which you have no authority to stop us.
she
I
says,
mean, she can always pull rank, but
she says,
so what lieutenant from what army exactly?
I'm a lieutenant for the Goldcliff Militia.
Goldcliff Militia. Do we know what that is?
Captain
Well,
Captain Baines, leader,
That would be the
captain
militia
of the Goldcliff
of the
Militia.
region of which we are currently in.
yeah,
Basically,
the
Goldcliff
cops.
is where we're
Basically,
at.
the
so-
cops.
Goldcliff is the town that we're in right now.
Basically, the cops of this region.
So,
Oh, so you're a
being part of the militia, would you be willing to help us in tracking down this individual that we have need for? I mean,
Right.
we're certainly
Yes.
appreciative.
Of course.
And
Why?
you'd be able to stick around and make sure we don't do anything uncouth in this area.
Yes. Why wouldn't I try to save my friend?
You never said she was part of your friend. She was a friend. You just said you worked with her.
In fact, at first you said you didn't know.
Dang it! I did say that right. Dang it! Well, all right.
You're
Pavu, as-
mixed up there, bud. I mean,
As Pavu is cooling down, he places his hand on top of Penny's head.
okay.
There's nothing else to say about it. He just places his hand on top of Penny's head.
All right. I was kind of confused. She says, "Come down with me. We'll debrief with Captain Bain, and I'll
Okay.
show you what we were working on. But please, you gotta
Well-
promise me you won't tell anyone that I know her. Okay?
Doesn't matter to us one way or the other.
We have a
You're safe
tree
with
to
our
take with
neighbors.
us on the way out.
Huh?
We have a tree to take with us on the way out. We're going to need to keep it alive.
Yeah, him.
Well, she gestures to
We
the
would've-
vines that are slowly dying around you. I don't think
I said a tree, not the vines.
Right. Yeah, but
I think
If they-
everything here
if
is
they were-
connected.
We
if
will
they were
see.
made by her, probably dead.
Yeah,
So
well, we'll
what?
see.
How did she do all of this? The artifact, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The
Are you
artifact,
saying
and
that
she
in
seems
character?
like a druid.
So this artifact can create and destroy life, or at least it
Create-
can create it.
It controls nature.
Hey,
It controls
out of
nature.
character information that
Okay.
that this character in front of us is not supposed to know. Just let's
Out
say
of
this is
character. Out of character. All
out
right.
of character. You weren't here at the
The
start.
guy
of
is Sash.
Yeah.
The guy is Sash helps control over nature. That includes like storms and plants and stuff.
which is why it
The
was
Raven
so
is the person
confusing
that has it.
in the middle of the desert. There's all of this plant activity
Planting.
going.
Yep.
Instead of say in the middle of a forest where the sash would be much more powerful.
Right. Exactly. Unpause. Hurley's in front of you. She just said, if you follow me, I'll take you to where we took care of everything. You just
Either way, we made a promise to the tree, and we're going to keep it. We're going to take the tree with us.
You made a promise to a tree?
I mean, it's
Yes.
simple if you think about it.
She says,
fight the tree or promise to take it with us.
she says, I mean, all right. And she,
And we're going to do
She-
what we can to keep it alive. And you're going
Right.
to help.
all right. She walks out the door to the stairs, and she starts walking down the stairs towards the lobby.
We go to the lobby.
Yeah, you're seeing the tree slowly start to shrivel up.
Oh, the honor.
Well,
to shrivel up.
Desiree's still going to come over and pull it out.
What if I
Wait, no. Wait, we gotta be
Drizzle,
careful.
how long does speak with plants last?
I'm
I
going
think it's an hour if he's concentrating
Yeah.
on it or something.
It lasts for 1 minute.
Dang.
What if I try to cast plant growth on him?
What does plant growth do?
Spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area. There are 2 possible uses for the spell, granting either immediate or long-term benefits.
It's
you're
getting
kinda
hard to
muffled
understand you again.
Yeah,
No, that's because I'm like muttering because I don't want
Might
to like.
also need to change what mic is being
your
prioritized.
mic is also very muffled.
Very.
Very, yep.
Okay.
Oh, furries.
You're playing Dungeons and- Yeah, it's very muffled, so I'd like to switch headsets or something.
It's probably going through his laptop's mic instead of what he means.
Instead of the headset or whatever, yeah, probably.
Is the mic doing the thing again?
Yeah, it's super muffled.
Huh.
Okay.
Ah,
So what I would suggest doing is over on Zoom,
mhm.
hit the little up arrow next to mute and
Yep.
and change what the microphone is if you can.
Except for,
Because-
this halfling making the target we needed to get the
Uh,
stash from
it
run
says-
away.
It says this
Well,
spell
no,
channels
it's probably. All right, so plant growth. What does that do?
This spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area. There are 2 possible uses for the spell, granting either immediate or long-term benefits. If you cast this spell using 1 action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. And it also says you can exclude 1 or more areas of any size within the spell's area from being affected. If you cast a spell over 8 hours, you enrich the land. All plants in a half-mile radius centered on a point within range become enriched for 1 year. The plant
Oh.
yields twice the normal amount of food when harvested.
That
Yeah,
takes
yeah,
8
yeah, yeah.
hours, though. That's
That takes
Kinda-
8 hours to completely
what I
revive
wanted
Also,
to
the
that's
do.
against
place.
normal plants, not against magical plants.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
You know what?
You can cast it in
For
2 different ways. You
role
can
play
cast
sake,
it-
I'm gonna for role play sake, speak to plants is still on.
All right. So you can cast it either like using like an action, which just causes like a small radius to grow, or you can do it for 8 hours, which causes half a mile radius to grow.
So you can't center it on this specific plant. It has to be a radius.
Well,
I mean, the plant is
I can
within the
exclude
radius,
from the
so
ra- I can
Yeah,
I
the
can
plant
exclude
is
from the
center it
radius.
there.
Yeah,
Maybe-
but that brings up the question: will it
I'm also-
still be grown if you pluck it out the ground and out of the
I mean,
radius?
it'd still be a plant. I mean, if that's the question. What's
Like
the
a potted
question?
plant?
The question
Well,
is,
we
if you
could
take it out of the
always-
radius, will it continue to grow?
I could always
I mean,
pull it out
it's
first,
choosing-
and then he casts it.
I think
We can do that,
the
and we can also give him like little like plant pots for shoes.
I think it's similar to
There
how
are
Fairy
plant
Fire
pots.
works, where you choose people in the radius, and then even if they move out of the radius, it's
Radius
still in
still
effect.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It
sounds
says
about
in
right.
the description I can exclude a one or more area of any size from the radius, so I can like shape it as long as it's that.
So
Whatever.
yeah, you cast it on this. You cast it on the tree. For roleplay sake, I'm gonna say speak with plants is still active. What are you saying to this plant? This tree.
Okay, so you may be dying right now, but I'm going to save you. I promise. As I cast
Dying.
plant growth on
This is
him.
what dying feels like.
Not all the time, but in this case, yeah.
Can I cast Healing Word on the plant?
It's
No, I'm
It's
going
not-
to need somebody.
I mean,
get
it's
this
not an
man-
undead or construct.
I'm
Yeah.
going to need to.
I mean, yeah, but that would kind of be a waste. You
Yeah,
are
that'd be
casting
waste.
plant growth on it.
I
Plant growth
mean,
is kind of like healing word for plants.
okay,
Right.
cool.
I'm going to need somebody to get pots onto his feet.
Okay, Desiree grabs some pots and puts it on the feet, and then after pulling the plant out
Pavu
of
assist.
the ground.
All right.
Okay, so Pavu's putting the pots on the feet while Desiree is just holding it up.
Right, I feel
And
like I
carry a
should make
tree
you
out.
roll to even let this happen. It's like, this is so crazy. I feel like I need to make a roll or something.
Okay, athletics.
Nah, it just happens.
I was gonna say, I mean,
Yeah, it just happens.
totally knew it, but
Yeah, it just happens. You guys take care of that, and how should he act? Does it immediately start regrowing?
That's what it says.
All right.
I would have casted it
Overgrown
as soon
or
as
just
he has
grown
it on
to-
his feet.
Overgrown? Yeah.
Yeah. So either he grows
Once you-
really big or a lot of plants.
Once you start casting the spell on this tree,
Suddenly going from like anorexic to overweight within the span of 5 seconds.
yeah,
Facts.
it goes. Yumma yumma.
Oh yeah!
It's like it went straight past puberty, straight past being a young adult, and then
becomes
got
a fuck-
like
he
it.
just
Now it's
becomes a
just like a
fucking
35-year-old man going through a midlife
Yumma
crisis.
yumma.
He just becomes.
how tall
giant.
is this tree?
I don't know, like 10 feet tall.
Can I climb said tree?
So
I just want to climb it. Don't
it's
ask
10 feet
questions.
tall. It's like twice your height.
So
It is twice your height, yeah.
Hurley
That's-
walks up to it
that's
and
only
says,
a couple
"What
of
the
feet
frick
taller
just
than-"
happened? What did you guys just do?"
We made a promise to keep him alive, and while he was dying
Oh,
here,
this
I had
one.
to keep the promise.
Nice.
He says, "I'm getting big and strong."
oh dang, you missed a great opportunity to say I'm getting big. I'm getting big strong. I don't know
Dang
why
it.
that's hilarious to me.
I'm going to stand in front of him and just say, a pinky promise is a pinky promise.
I love pinkies. Wait,
Unless
Hold
you
on.
lose your
Wait.
pinky.
wait, hold on.
You
Why did
can't
I just
understand what he's saying,
say
by
that?
the way.
Huh?
Penny
Right?
can't
Yeah.
understand what
No one
what the
can
Treants is saying.
understand other than Drizzle. He says, "Yes, pinky promise is pinky promise."
Desiree is currently carrying the tree out of the building. This is
He
let's
says-
go.
Wait, I want to talk to my friend.
You
All
can.
right.
I mean, I can't understand that, so it's like the friend
He
can
says
come
he
along.
wants to talk to his friend. I think he might mean me.
All right. Yeah.
Probably.
He can talk to you while we're on our way out.
Yep,
Yeah.
he can talk and walk.
I don't have a token.
Yeah. Let me take care of that.
You don't get a
Listen, our
token.
DM is unprepared.
I just didn't put one in the first place.
Make sure the next scene has lighting too.
It should.
Oh boy, is this like a bazaar or something?
No, this was just the. This was our landing place. This is where.
Why did I think oh, that was a stupid comment from a stupid person.
Hold up.
I mean, I sometimes do that too. You were walking out with this absolute giant tree, and
I gotta be right back.
Captain Bane walks up to Hurley and says, "Lieutenant," and then walks up to you, Desiree, and says, "What the heck is that thing? What the heck is that thing?"
A friend.
It's a tree. What does it look like?
It seems pretty
It
obvious.
looks like a tree. That's the thing. It's a tree.
Well, you'd be correct in that.
What's the issue?
Why are you carrying a tree out of a bank?
Because we made a promise to do so, and we're going to keep the promise.
Plus, it's
That's
amazing
simple.
decor.
It's amazing decor. Why?
This desert could use a little bit more greenery. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, but not greenery that shouldn't be there. He says.
Well, it's not going to be there because we're keeping it.
He leans into you, Desiree, and says, "Did you get the relic?"
No.
What?
A certain halfling showed up and ran the person with the relic off.
Hey, no, I don't know what
Sorry.
she's talking about. She just ran off. The halfling just showed up afterwards, and she kind of and I glare at Desiree like, "Hey, we promised not to tell because we ain't trying to snitch. Are you a snitch, Desiree?"
Are you a narc?
I don't recall promising not to tell
tell
that the halfling
I don't
showed
know.
up.
I just felt like it was understood because it would get her in trouble.
No.
Not
All
with
I
the
said was the
reason that she
halfling
doesn't wanna
showed
get in
up.
trouble
I never
about.
gave a reason.
Okay, cool.
I never
cool.
said that she
Are you
knew
in
the
there?
person. I just said this halfling showed up, and the other person ran.
I just felt like it would be blaming her.
Yeah.
But if it's not, you can just go ahead and say that. Just retcon
He
it.
says, So where's
All right,
the
I'm back.
raven then? What the heck?
All right, what was being said?
Where's the raven then?
Disappeared into a puff of mist whenever this one broke into the window. He
So you
he
don't have
gestures
the-
over toward the halfling.
So you don't. He leans in. So you don't have the relic. You don't
No,
have.
do not.
You don't have the freaking raven. Then what the heck happened in there? And
Hey,
why are
Papa
these
will
plants
point at the
suddenly
halfling.
dying?
Desiree points at the halfling as well. That showed up, and the
That-
raven left.
Did you just call Hurley a thing? That okay?
As in that halfling.
Right? Yeah. He
Wait,
says, "Oh my God, why?
God damn it.
All right.
Y'all
right.
some bitches, not gonna lie. Y'all some bitches.
Wait, why did you break through the window?
I have-
The door?
Captain Bade starts walking towards the garden. He says, "Problem somewhat solved." He says, "Return to station for debriefing." And everybody hops into their wagon. He hops into one as well, and he says, "You better figure out how to fix this." He then hops into the wagon and leaves.
Desiree picks up the halfling. You're coming with us.
She says, "Wait, hold on, put me down, and I'll lead you to where we need to go. Why do you need to pick me up?"
I
It's
thought we
very
were going
fun
back.
picking people up.
Honestly, I thought we were going back to the base.
That's what it seems like.
I thought we were going back to the Bureau of Balance and
No.
I was gonna drag her
The
along.
job is not over yet.
Job's not over until
We don't have the sash.
you need the sash.
Oh, okay. Well, then my character doesn't pick her up. I thought we were headed back to the bureau.
Oh,
They said something about back to base, and I'm like, okay.
they
take
were
a
headed
half,
back to
headed
back to
back
their
to the-
precinct.
Yep. She starts walking over to the west and says, "Follow me, and I'll take you to the garage." I don't have
Okay.
a map for the garage, so this is gonna.
We're gonna assume we're there.
Theater of the mind.
because no fights are gonna be happening there. It's just
That's
happening.
what you think.
no
Good
fights are
lord.
gonna happen at this garage. I don't think there shouldn't. be
Unless
any fights.
Desiree gets too pissed, rages, and cuts the halfling in half.
Turn over and punch
Halves the halfling and turn.
Quarterling.
Halves the
quarterling.
Dang it! I was making that joke, man. All
Half
right.
a halfling.
Dang it. All right. Yeah. She starts leading
Gotta
you
be faster
down the
next
alley.
time.
She starts leading you down the alleyway, and she leads. She starts walking through a seedier part of town, sort of like you just left Chicago's Magnificent Mile, and you're going into the more.
Chirac.
into them-
Go
yeah,
ahead.
to
Say it.
Chirac.
Chirac.
Yeah,
Very
basically. And then she
Pavu,
stops.
being a Goliath, is entirely unfazed, especially with Nora and Desiree at his side.
Right.
Yeah, ain't no reason to worry.
You. Hurley stops in front of this building, sort of spray painted all over with like graffiti all over the place, and she says, "This is the garage," and lifts up the garage door, and inside you see covered in a tarp something that's relatively real big.
That's just big. You just something that's big.
Desiree goes over and picks up part of the tarp to see what it is.
She says
And
no.
suspects it's a battle wagon.
She swiftly, deftly slaps your hand and says, "No."
Guys,
Slapping my hand doesn't do anything.
we're guests
It's
here.
a halfling versus a Goliath.
We shouldn't really intrude
Can
on
she
people's
even reach
things.
my hand?
Exactly, she says. I agree with the satyr.
No, my question
I'm sorry,
is,
what's
can
your name? I
she even
forgot.
reach
I
my
never
hand?
asked
You're
what
reaching
your name
down
is.
to the tarp. She can definitely reach the tarp. She can reach your hand.
Oh, okay.
How rude of me. Forgot to ask you guys your name. I just referred to you, miss, as the satyr. So what are you guys' names?
I'm
Avukatho Alavi.
Hello, Pavu.
Desiree Bear Collar Lanacino.
Hello, Desiree. Propeller spin. You all introduce yourselves because this has happened for like the third time this session that someone has introduced yourselves.
Right. Let's just
I'll introduce
skip ahead.
myself as Lehman Kessler.
What? You're still leaving Kessler?
I just
No.
as a precaution, since
No,
I'm not sure I
why?
want my name out there at the moment.
I mean, I was just gonna go with Bear Collar, but Pavu decided to just go ahead with it. Freaking no idea of OPSEC.
Just drizzle.
You're freaking.
I mean, this one is a
Why are you
lieutenant
so-
in the militia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. Also, I will
Doesn't
also
mean
give
we
a
can
fake
trust her.
name. I'll also give a fake name, Mira, because why not?
Cause why?
Okay, Bounty Hunter.
I mean, the DM knows why, but
Oh
you
yeah,
guys
that's
don't
right.
know
Yep,
why.
I didn't mean to roll that. Whoopsie.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I
you did.
do know why. I remember now. Anyway, she says, "All right,
Pav, whenever Desiree uses her assigned name, Pav will say, "Just call me Steel Singer."
She says, back a couple months ago, me and Sloan, the Raven, Sloan, me and Sloan were battle wagon racers, and we it technically isn't breaking the law if you don't like kill anybody, which we never did. We always ran clean. We never killed anybody or anything, so basically it's not really illegal if you don't kill people. It's just going really fast. Anyway,
So basically, the races are not illegal. The killing people is. That's normal.
Yeah, why don't you just
Kind
make
of-
rules? I mean,
I think
It should be a disqualifying offense anyway.
I think the no rules part is a bit of the allure of the game.
yeah,
When illegal activities occur, there tends to be more profit, and I'm assuming people.
I mean, the only
least
illegal
That's
part
why
of
we
it-
play
Ones
D&D,
are doing
to
this for
ignore
fun.
all of the rules. All right, my axe deals 1d1 billion damage.
no, that's just how
Actually,
the laws work.
no. Actually, no. It does 3d1 billion damage.
Max on a crit, it does just infinite. It just. It's like that one scene in JoJo when he hasn't even realized he died.
On a crit, it does infinity over 0. It's just an indeterminate form. The
Freaking-
damage is all there.
It's just laws, man. She says, That's just how the laws work. I'm not the one who wrote the laws.
Sounds like stupid fucking bureaucracy to me.
I freaking agree. Someone who participates in this race, I agree entirely. It is stupid bureaucracy. In this case. Anyway, normally you wouldn't have to wear masks and take code names in order to like have anonymity. That's not a word. So like
Anonymity.
That I was the Raven.
Anonymity.
That's it. I was the Ram. She was the Raven, and we wore those masks. She says, and then we always ran clean. We never killed anybody, and the only damage we did was to other people's carts, which always never resulted in death to anybody. She says,
At least not directly.
no, even directly, there was no damage. Even not directly. Anyway.
I'm talking about people offing themselves because maybe they lost a race and made a bet that they couldn't keep up on.
Oh!
Her fault, though. I mean,
That's why I said not directly.
Not directly. I thought you meant like crush under the car, not freaking okay. She says, we won quite a bit of races. Like one day she just she started acting weird. She slowly stopped talking to me. She
Was it around the time she got the sash?
The what? You kind of static there.
Was it around the time that she got the sash?
Out of character. Out of character. I'm not saying your mic is staticking. I'm saying that she hears static because sash. Anyway, back in character, she says.
He does that sometimes.
The what?
A little frog in his throat sometimes. Don't worry.
Yeah, his voice just gets so gravelly that it just, it just sounds like static.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. But sometimes people gain certain items that change their ways, like magical items, for instance. I mean, we all have different magical items. I'm assuming.
Yeah, but not a lot of magic items that I know make people like, I don't know, summon vines and kill 5 people in the process.
Well, power does. Yep, power does work, people. I've seen it myself.
And if it was a powerful magical item she came across, I mean, there's no telling what might have happened.
Right, but that doesn't explain her not talking to me. Anyway, I know how we can get her to stop her rampage with these weird vine things. I know how to get her to stop. I think.
I know how to take out the vines. My axe did just fine.
Well, that isn't going to stop the problem. We need to stop the problem. And
I never said it would stop the problem. I just said it would stop the vines.
Right. We need to stop the problem, though.
We need to find a way to stop her from disappearing. That's what we need to find.
I mean, worst case scenario, we just kill her. But I'm guessing we're trying to avoid that.
I really don't want you to kill her. I really prefer you not kill my friend.
I mean, I would
rather not kill anyone.
Okay, we're stepping on each other here.
Okay, so what do we need to do to stop her? What is your suggestion?
She starts backing up to this tarp. We need to beat her.
In a race?
Yes. I feel like if we beat her and she finds out that, hey, this magic item won't stop her from losing, then maybe she'll just give it up and we'll return back to normal again.
I mean, to me, unless this cart has some sort of anti-magic field, I'm pretty sure vines and whatever sources of nature she calls upon can stop us. And second of all, I don't know if the power of friendship, and she puts it in air quotes, will stop a mad woman from destroying the whole world with her honestly godlike powers.
Well, we can always take her down violently and then take the sash and heal her back. As long as we don't kill her outright,
Ryan.
she'll be all right in the end.
I mean, I could always just ask nicely. I do have a way with words.
And I'm aware, yes. But I know if we beat her in the race that she'll realize that she's not the most powerful thing in the world, and that she will stop her rampage and possibly give up that magic staticky item or whatever the heck you're talking about.
Yo, I just realized,
But
I could have just commanded her to give the sash.
it probably would have failed. Anyway, continue.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I have command too.
Yeah.
Like, just give us
I
the
didn't get a
sash.
fucking chance
I don't
to
have
do
that,
anything.
so.
Never mind.
And then that would immediately end this arc.
I mean,
give us
hey.
the stash. Okay.
It would've
Level up to
worked.
level freaking 8, I guess. Give us the stash. Okay.
Ah, congratulations, you've skipped everything, you're level 8.
Okay,
Done
I'm
absolutely
not gonna
nothing
lie.
at your level 8.
I mean, that's basically what we were trying to do, just without magic at the start.
Yeah, okay. Next time we meet her, I'm just gonna use Mantle of Majesty and just ask her nicely as a bonus action. If it
Well,
So, alright.
that might have helped, but
She says, Hurley says, alright. We need to beat her in the race. And I need one thing to finish this cart. And I need one thing to finish this.
Desiree
One
gestures
item.
to Pavu and says, "We can probably produce that."
No, it's magic. And I seriously doubt that a couple blacksmiths are going to take care of magic.
You'd be surprised what we can do.
I
No,
mildly
you'd always-
no, I can't make magic items.
I mean, technically, adamantine qualifies as
That's
magic.
a magical
so-
material, not a
magical
item.
material, not a magic item.
Yeah, he's not
Um,
an artificer.
I need
Artificer?
an arcane core, and that arcane core will power this cart, and it will make us win.
You're sending us on a fetch quest instead of just going after the person causing death and destruction. So, let me get this straight. You'd risk our lives, along with whoever happens to encounter her sociopath, for friendship. You understand how that logic
Wait,
is somewhat
when you-
flawed.
When you say it like that, it does sound weird, but
When you say it anyway,
I really
it
do
sounds
like
weird.
her. She is a really good friend. Really do like her.
And you're willing to hedge our lives and yours
No.
on that bet.
No, I don't want you guys to die. You probably
How many
know
people
But you're
were killed
risking
in this
our
building?
lives.
Pavu gestures in the direction of the Gold Cliff Trust. How many people were killed in that trust?
None.
None?
None.
Ooh,
There
I
goes
really,
your argument.
Yeah, there goes my argument.
I really
No,
wanted to
never
make
mind.
a racy
Pavu
joke right
wouldn't have
there.
How many
asked
people
that
died
if
over
there
there?
were no corpses.
0. Okay.
How many people died?
Yeah, no. That
My
that
argument
was
is how many
that was
people
me.
will die.
That was
But
me.
'cause
There were no corpses in there. Pavu wouldn't have asked.
if it wasn't
No,
for,
I freaking love it.
if it
I
wasn't
would
for
love it if you did
Hurley, I'm pretty sure she would have just murdered us. But because I don't know, apparently the power of friendship saved us this time.
Yeah,
But,
the power of friendship worked, and you're dissing it.
I am, because there's no guarantee that that'd work again.
Who knows? Maybe it will.
Okay,
She says,
I trust it.
I just need...
God's very
Okay,
clearly
Paul.
trying to guide us down the railroad.
No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not railroading you. I'm just...
we have a choice. He's giving us a suggested op-ed. She's giving us... Really, this is a quest from Hurley, because... So, if we choose to accept it, then we'll go...
You can
into
either...
the drag
You
race.
can
or
either
not
get
drag
the
race, I'm sorry.
item... You can either get the item, fix up the cart, and then
Yeah.
know exactly where she is. Or... just freaking randomly look around and probably not find her in time.
We've met her. Can anybody hear Scry?
That's a higher level.
No.
What?
Ah,
No, that's
I
like...
was gonna say, I don't remember what level spell it is.
High level spell.
I mean, 13th level character, like, shit.
No, I couldn't remember what level it was.
Anyway.
I have locate object.
I could issue her.
But that's only 1,000 feet away.
Yeah, if she's
says-
close enough.
She says she always shows up to the races. She always shows up.
All right.
Okay,
Even
then
though
why
she
don't
got
we
this
just leave
weird
her there?
item.
Why don't
Even
we
once
just
she got
show
this
up? Why
weird
do we
item
have to race her? Why do we have to do all this
Why don't we just
weird,
try and jump?
pointless bullshit? Like, yeah, why reveal
If we
ourselves
know where she's
immediately
going
when
to be, we can jump her there.
Yeah,
I
you know,
agree.
pull up with the boys and whatever.
The racers aren't allowed to interact with each other until the race is over. Don't argue with me. Argue with the people who made the rules.
We're not
So
racers.
if we don't race, we just show up to the races, and she'll be there. We can stop her, get the sash, and move on and be done with this mess. And that means we don't technically need you at that point. So what reason do we have to help you fix your wagon so that you can race? What do we get out of this?
Not dying from her?
I mean, again, I could always just ask nicely. As I said before, I have a certain way with words.
I'm
mean-
pretty
Right.
confident I can take her anyway.
You were about to die.
Were we?
No,
Were we?
Probably, yeah.
No, I mean, we had her bloodied. He said that, like, and
No.
we
I
didn't.
said that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
you did.
He
Yeah,
said
you
she was
did.
looking really hurt as well. Like, she was looking real hurt because, you know, of that 23 damage.
That
from a big
65
pickaxe.
damage to her
Yeah.
in one
Yeah,
round.
I don't know. Like, that's higher than my current, and I'm pretty sure that's double my max.